To Slade and Company. I should have put a question mark there because not really sure if anybody's going to show up and chat or not, but you're certainly welcome to. Done any streaming of any sort for probably a good part of a month. Just haven't had a lot to say, and let's face it, I've been really busy with the community that we're developing. It's called the Free Delta Initiative, and it's located in the Euclid Galaxy in the Delta Quadrant. And it's been started by myself, Panda from you may of Hidden Panda Show fame. Also, Lily Hop from many different organizations in the civilized community of No Man's Sky. And I'll tell you what, it's taken off. It's gone crazy sauce. We got a lot of sort of people, gravitating toward our community because we're offering a whole slew of things that some other of the larger civilizations and hubs are just starting to get in on as well. Like role play. We're sponsoring role play, good guys, bad guys, etc., to keep it out of the the mainstream players who don't want to be have their bases overwritten or be publicly attacked, as some who shall remain nameless have done and really caused a lot of disruption in the community for real life players. So we want to sanction that and sort of put it in its place. Where it belongs, in strict role-play dialogue, where pretty much everyone's going to be much happier. We're also creating player versus player rooms and spaces in our in our civilized space, so that everyone's got something to do and without harassing anybody else, and really sort of tailor their desires to what they want to do and allow them a forum to do that without causing any trouble or being bothered by people who don't like role play. They deserve a place to go to, and we want to provide that to them. Okay, so I did my plug for the FDI. Again, the Free Delta Initiative. You can find us on Reddit. You can find us on the Amino app. And you can contact me through PlayStation Network if you're interested in what we're doing. It's getting crazy. It's getting really cool. And with the addition of Next and all the new features that are coming out, oh my gosh, I won't go into detail. I'm sure anyone who's interested in this game has already been doing their homework, or at least heard about what's going on with that. So I won't get into too much detail unless someone wants to hop in and talk about it. What I'm going to be focusing on today is maxing out our units. I'm sitting at 3.8 billion. I'll give you a shot of that real quick. A little over 3.8 billion. So that means I've got about roughly a half a billion to go. I think the max unit is 4.28 something billion. Oh, and there's a shot of my recently acquired multi-tool, which is finally an A-class multi-tool, upgraded from my C-class, which was downgraded after the last update. So I had to go looking for one. I didn't want to go to someone else's space. I wanted to discover this, everything that I have, my ships, all in my own area of space. And I've done that. I've used all my own farms to get where I'm at, my own trading ways of doing things, and managed to get where I'm at. Granted, it took me nearly 2 years, but then again, I wasn't really hardcore farming either. So I've just been taking my time and just sort of got here, and then I realized I was so close to max cap, I decided, that'd be a great idea to just do a live stream and sort of show people how to create fusion igniters, or at least the way I do it, which is how I'm gonna get there before the next drops, and we've only got a couple of days before that just goes crazy with everything with that drop, and there's just so much excitement going on in the community. We're all just so hyped. It's not even funny. But so having said all that, let's get down to the gameplay. I know somebody might want to see this at some point. I don't know. And of course, this all may change in the next few days. the way we're doing things. Unit caps, the farming materials, etc., etc. I'm standing in front of this trade terminal because I've just recently realized, although I've discovered this system a long time ago as part of Epic Space, Epic being the Empire of Pirates and Independent Cartels, which is my civ, and a few other founders, Dale the Dinosaur, who has recently returned with the excitement of next. He's back playing again, and we're so psyched that he's here. He's going to be an integral part of the FDI and the Empire of Pirates and Independent Cartels, in getting all that developed, and just stoked. A lot of people coming back, a lot of launch players that were disenfranchised after the loss of or the shaky start. A lot of things happening. Anyway, this system I just recently discovered, as you're about to see, sells vortex cubes. Okay, that's pretty cool, but it's not great. What is cool is it also sells, okay, that's bizarre, because yesterday this trade terminal was also selling aquaspheres. And that's bizarre that it has actually changed. I don't know that I've ever seen that. That's weird. I do have a screenshot of it. I can prove it. If you go to the Epic Gamepedia wiki, you can look at Charles Vane's proposal. I don't know if I've actually entered it in or not yet. I've got to put that on the wiki. Or now, maybe not, because it's changed. Not only the amount that are available, which was 59, now it's only 41, and it's only vortex cubes. So that is superlatively disappointing, I must say, because I was telling everybody they were available. Panda, if you're watching this, I hope you got to this trade terminal last night before they dropped the aquaspheres. Man, that's bizarre. And not cool at all. How can they do that to me? Oh well, so much for that. Well, we've still got vortex cubes, at least for today. And so if anybody's looking for that, hit me up. I'll shoot you the cords. Alright, well, let's get out of here. We've got to get back to my home planet, and I'll call up my freighter. We'll do some farming, we'll do some gas collecting, some circuit board manufactory, and actually, I'm just going to use a trade station teleporter, a space station teleporter, because I don't want to waste a warp cell. And I can't get over that. How does the aquaspheres disappear from a trade terminal? I literally logged in after checking that last night. I mean, I logged off and left it right there. I logged right back in and was so excited to show you guys, because that's a great find. Aquaspheres are not easy to come by. But alas, I got to get over it. I'm headed to Omotom 3, which is the original name of my base. Since then, has been renamed to Aurora Paradiso. It's a beautiful planet. It has, as you'll see here pretty soon, it's got deep canyons filled with water. It's got diplos. It's got all kinds of stuff. It's a very cool planet, and it's got my base, which you're also going to be able to see here in a minute. I don't know why it takes so much longer to warp from a space station teleporter than it does to warp from your ship. But it takes an intolerable amount of time, I swear, from a space station. Yikes. Just keeps going and going, like the Energizer Bunny. So we'll get there eventually. I'll try and talk your ear off and keep you entertained to some degree. I'm not the best streamer, I admit it, but I'm alright with that. I'm just here really just to share my what little bit I know with someone who may not. Alright, here we are inside my base. Korvax system. This is what's available at my base trade terminal. I kind of wish it said QVC instead of QV2. That would be sort of funny. But there we are. Not much exciting here available. On my old base on this same planet, I had a base on the other side of the planet, but it was too far away from the portal. There was actually Atlas stones for sale at the trade terminal that was in my base, but not this one for some reason. Alright, well this is my base. It was a circuit board factory to start with. And since then, I have converted it into a circuit board factory slash fusion igniter material base, which basically just means that I'm also growing fungal mold so that I can make the acid that I need to create the freighter fuel that I need to create the fusion igniters that I'm going to sell and manufacture. And I just love this planet's view through the biodomes. It just looks so surreal. The colors are just so pastel-y. Love it. Anyway, I won't waste a whole lot of time harvesting things right now because I'm not really sure what I've got up in my freighter for materials, but I know I've got some and I should be able to make at least a few things just as sort of an example of how it can be done. This is just my way. I want to clarify. This is not an optimized way to create fusion igniters by any means. It's just the way I do it. I'm sure you can improve on my methodologies. I'm sure you can more than improve on my methodologies. But like I say, this is just how I do it. Not optimized in the slightest, but it does get the job done. I'm almost at the limit cap now, and I'd sort of like to hit that. That was my goal, and I had plenty of time to do it, but I sort of stopped streaming, and I didn't really want to do it. I wanted to sort of save the final, the actual hitting of the cap for my stream, but got sidetracked, and now we're down to just a few days left to get her done. So I might fall a little bit short, but 3.8 billion tallied so far. I don't think I'm going to be a poor guy by any means when the update drops. This is my S-Class exotic, and I love the style. I'm not crazy about the color, and I'm looking to trade her in because since I bought her, I've discovered about 35 to 40 more. All sorts of different styles and makes, which you can access on my Gamepedia Wiki page. If you go to Gamepedia Wiki, punch in Epic in all caps. Mine will be the first civilization that you'll see. Feel free to go in there and browse our tech department with all the locations and our ships. If you're looking for any style, color, make of ship, it's likely that we have it. It's likely that we have it logged in there and easily available to your needs. Oops. I'm not a serious gamer. I'm a serious No Man's Sky fan, so I'm a little clunky in what I do. I want to fly through these canyons and just sort of give you an idea how awesome these things are. I could use a lot more flora on this planet, but as it's pretty well devoid of it, it still has some awesome features. And it's not devoid of fauna, however, as you're going to see. There are some pretty interesting creatures inhabiting this planet. If I can just slow down a little bit, maybe I'll get them to spawn. I'm hoping. And some of these orangish, reddish patches, there should be. Oh, here we go. There's the first of our wonderful fauna right here. And as you can see, these are some magnificent diplos. Well, there's one magnificent diplo. There's a baby. All right, we're gonna land. Got to look at the baby diplo. Looks like a little baby boy. Oh, did you hear that? It's even making baby boy diplo sounds. maybe that wasn't a diplo and one of those silly little creatures. Where did he go? All I see is the big one now. Well, you get the idea. Let's just jump in here real quick for a... Sort of wish they weren't so skittish. But that might just all change with the update as the fauna behavior patterns and the AI changes. As you can see, these suckers are about 19 feet tall. Animations aren't the best. There's a female in the background. She's a little smaller, I think. Yep, she's only 6.16 meters tall, and she doesn't have that magnificent bird skull bone plate on top of her head. The females don't. At least what I'm assuming are females. It doesn't really say. Anyway, let's get out of here. You probably didn't log in to see this. Hell, you probably didn't log in at all. Probably talking to myself. Will be the first time. Or the last time, rather. Alright. Now we're going to head up into space. Actually, we'll head back to the base. We'll call in the freighter. And we'll get to business. Sorry about that little rabbit trail right there, but I thought you might want to see those magnificent diplos. They're some of my favorite looking ones that I've seen. And when I found out this planet was so gorgeous with these deep valleys and pools, if this just had some palm trees and some serious flora, and maybe a couple of brontosauruses sort of splashing in the water and eating some food, that'd be the cat's meow. I'd dig that a whole bunch. Alright, let's get back to the base here. I don't like to land on my landing pads because I like to allow for ships to land. Landing pads, and it seems to be that if I've got one of them, let's let this thing load up before I fall through the world. If I use one, if I land on one of the pads, I've noticed that very rarely do any other ships land on the other pad that's adjacent to it. So I've just taken to landing outside my base, and then I get plenty of visitors that way. But I have not seen. There's a beautiful white exotic that that's a pretty rare find in the system. It doesn't show up often. When it does, it's a sight to behold. But it has never landed on my pads that I'm aware of, and I'm still waiting for that to happen because I'm going to snag it up if it does. Here comes one now. Just a big old freighter. We'll ignore that. Alright, let's call up my freighter. I mean, did I say freighter? I meant hauler, and I always do that. Alright, call up my freighter. Or a freighter. I like to use my Scottish accent when I say freighter for some reason. That just sounds cool, yeah. There she is. My beautiful. Some people call it a Sentinel style freighter. I don't really know. I don't know what they're called. I just know what I like, and that's pretty cool. Alright. Alright, let's get up to the freighter. And, I can't even see it. There it is. Go into photo mode and just give you a good shot of it. Boy. Alright, we'll switch to photo mode. Might be a little too close already. Yeah. Alright, you get the idea. I've wasted enough of your time already. Let's make some fusion igniters. Now watch, I'm going to get up here and I'm not going to have all the materials I need. I'll have to go running around, collect stuff, which is going to bore you guys to tears. But let me show you around. This docking bay is empty, but for my Rocinante. Some of you might recognize that name. That was Don Quixote's valiant steed, if you've ever read that book. Pretty amusing. Alright, so what I've got a couple of different styles of haulers. I've got the what I call the air conditioning unit. It looks like two air conditioners on each side strapped to a Yoshi looking body. And I've also got what I call the Warbird style, and I've named it a Warbird because it's got these badass swept wings with the sort of turbines on them, give off light. They're pretty cool. So this guy is, it's not actually an S-Class. This is a freighter glitch. Whatever ship you get out of when you're on your freighter, if it's an S-Class that you flew into the freighter, as soon as you scan the ship, another ship, it'll actually show you the, and I've actually got this on, I did a quick YouTube blurb on this glitch. If I scan this, it's going to tell me that it's an S-Class. And when I get in it, it's going to show you what it actually is. It's an A-Class. So bizarre. So when I get out of this one and I scan another ship, it's going to say that ship is an A-Class, even if I scan my exotic. And I actually haven't tried that yet. Let's have a look at that. Oh, let me show you the inventory here. This is where I keep all my faction items. And also a few extra nanites that didn't fit in my other hauler. So you can see here, it is devoid of aquaspheres. Oh, no, it's not. I've got 11 aquaspheres. I didn't think I had any. What am I missing? Not much, but I don't have enough vortex cubes. Anyway, you get the idea. We've got all the faction stuff on my Warbird. Let's see if it'll tell me that my that I have an A-Class exotic now. Scan that real quick. A-Class. It's not. A-Class exotic. I gotta screenshot that. Try and fool some people. Excuse me. Got a blue screen for you guys. Sorry about that. Okay, and we're back. Alright. Now this A-Class that's not really an A-Class is called the Flying Dumpster. I've already explained. That's my air conditioner on steroids. Here's my other air conditioner model. Oh, wouldn't you know it, it's also an A-Class. How bizarre, how bizarre. Same price and everything. This one's called the Safety Deposit Box. And my ball hauler. This one's going to be replaced, although I do love the color of it. It's just beautiful. I like the style. I like these sort of these not active shields, but just the I don't know what you'd call them. They're just cool. Like the color, but I want one that's got the active shields, and it's basically just a glowing sort of aura that goes over the top of the or the bottom. I've seen them on the bottom and the top, but only once have I actually seen someone actually posted one the other day. It had the glow lights on top and on the bottom, so the whole thing was lit up. Very, very cool. I would love to find one like that at some point. This one's called the First Nanite Bank. and I'll show you why. Because that's where I keep my nanites. Well, most of them. I've got a few scattered around some of these other haulers as well. But we're not here for that. Just thought I'd detour you and give you a little tour. Safety deposit box. This is where the magic happens. And I am seriously low on materials. I was hoping I'd left at least enough to create one fusion igniter just for you guys. But sadly I don't have it. I do have a bunch of freighter fuel stocked up, so that's good. I won't have to make that. I have quantum processors stocked up. I won't have to make those. Oh, and I do have geodesite already made, so I can create from geodesite quantum processors in... Oh, that's not freighter fuel. That's liquid explosives. I do have to make the freighter fuel. And let's go into the menu real quick, because to make freighter fuel, you must have liquid explosives and fusion accelerant. I do not have but one of the components for the fusion accelerant. I do not have organic catalyst. So if I look in that menu, I don't have the enriched carbon that I need to make that with. So let's find that. There's enriched carbon, and as you can see, I'm going to need a lot more radon to create the enriched carbon, to create the organic catalyst, to create the accelerant, to create the freighter fuel that I need. So let's see if I've got some radon on board the freighter. And as you can see, I bought a bunch of more vortex cubes in aquaspheres while I was at that space station that no longer sells them. Well, that's just bizarre, and I'm still scratching my head over that one. I've never seen that before. What I do not have is radon. We're going to have to go searching for that, I guess. And I'll just take you along with me. Since no one's actually watching, shouldn't be that boring for you. Alright. Just double checking real quick, make sure I'm not missing anything. My ship though, because I'm going to need all these things. These are everything I'm transferring now are components in one or the other of the materials that I need to manufacture the fusion igniters. But those suckers are worth 18 million a piece. So even though I can't make a lot of them, it doesn't take a lot to jack up your bank account in a big way, fortunately. So yeah, put the circuit boards on there too. Da da da. Well, I'm hoping somebody comes in and joins me in chat. It's hard for me to do this and carry on a one-sided conversation at the same time, but I'm going to do it. That's about all I'm going to need right now, but it looks like I'm frightfully low on iridium. I need to get some of that. And I'm not going to be running around in pretty much unupgraded freighter because I need all those slots for inventory. Everything's full. Switch back to my exocraft. By that I mean my exotic spacecraft. Away we go. So what I'm about to show you now is how I do my... I don't have glitched gas farms. I know how to do it, but I sort of refuse to. I like to do things the old-fashioned way. I earn it. Whatever. I would cheat if I wanted to. But I do consider it cheating. Here's a better view of my freighter. just go into quick photo mode, see if I can get a panoramic view. I'm still too close up. So you get an idea that there's some of the ships of the system circling the docking bay because they can't land because they have too many ships on there already, and they just won't. So they'll circle around there. And I've learned to bring my freighter in. Here's another thing: if you're looking for ships, and but you've already maxed out, and you can't find the one you're looking for. A lot of times, if you call in your freighter to that system, what I do, and I'll get some of the system ships circling around that docking bay right there, and I'll just sort of fly over here like so. I'll just show you. And then what you can do is you can hit left arrow on the D-pad, and just so you don't have to chase them down and physically look. And the very first thing I did was latch on to, I can't bloody believe it, but it is an exotic. Wait, no, it's not. It should show on my it should show on my HUD. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's up above the HUD. Okay. So as you can see, above the Hokuchek S64, you can sort of see. Let me aim up. So there we go. A little contrast. You can see when I click left on the D-pad, it scrolls through the ships that are circling the freighter right now, as you can see. So you get an idea of some of the styles without wasting a lot of time. And but of course there is 21 ships per system. In every system there are 20 regular ships and one exotic. They don't always show up at the same time, but there you go. You can get at least about half of them, half of the styles showing up as they circle around your freighter. But now I've lost track of what the hell I'm doing, so oh yes, I was going to take you to harvest some radon, and I have found a system that has, well, I'll show you. It's got I think, is it 4 or 5 planets that are in the system, 3 of which are cold ocean planets. And cold planets are the one of the 2 styles that you can actually put down atmosphere harvesters and collect radon from. And since that's what I need the most of, we're going to try and find that sucker. And it's called Winter Triad. And I don't want to have to use my discoveries page to find it, because I'm trying to get the hang of finding things in my own system without the use of that, but that's not it. Okay, let's go back. If I back up a little bit, I can get a better idea. It's down on the bottom of some of the bottommost discoveries that I have here. You can see I sort of visit some of these systems more often than not. And here we go. So it's Winter Ocean Triad. Okay. And it's out of jump range because I'm in my exotic ship. And I don't have the warp upgrades for it. Alright, so I'm just going to hop back in my freighter and warp with my freighter. Now let's get out of here. Jump back on my freighter. I'll just warp from there. You know, I don't see my Explorer. I'd probably better go have a look and make sure I still have it. Now that the aquaspheres have disappeared from the space station, I guess anything's possible. And I will be brokenhearted if I've lost my favorite ship. And very, very pissed. I might have to load a previous save, kids. This is bullshit. Oh, whew. I didn't think that was possible, but well, all my ships are in different spots. So there's my beloved Sickness X1. Some of you will get that joke, and some of you won't. And I'll leave it to the people who get that. The Sickness X1. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's my former A-class ship, which was downgraded in the upgrade or in the update to a C-class. But it's still badass because it's 48 slots. You're not going to find any more 48 slot Explorers anytime soon. So I'm hanging on to it. All right. Well, that Explorer is actually already... Might as well show you that one too, I guess. 48 slots. So you can put a whole bunch of tech, still have plenty of room for your inventory. But as you can see, it does no tech slots. I don't care because I've got enough here. But I got fully upgraded cannons. I've got cyclotron ballista. And this ship, we look at the stats real quick. Oh no, it's a C-class with no bonuses. But look at the maneuverability on this sucker. It kills my exotic. I don't know what, I can't tell you what the numbers are. I'm not one of those parse it out guys, honestly. But I can tell you just from flying this ship, it far exceeds what my exotic can do. And my exotic has much more firepower, I will say that. But for maneuverability, hyperdrive range, this is still a very solid ship. And I'm just not giving it away. Alright, let's get out of here. Because this one has fully upgraded warp drives. Which, by the way, if anyone's looking for any warp drives, Epic Space has uncovered them all. Leave me a message in the notes if you happen to be watching this. I can get you pretty much whatever ship you want, pretty much whatever tech. I've got it discovered. I can give you cords for. Alright, see if I can find Winter Ocean Triad. And I'm just going to take and talk to Mrs. Braddock, also known as Six Rain. She's my wife and she is a gamer. She flies under the radar. And I'm going to get her live one of these days. You guys are good. You got to meet her. She's quite a gal. But just give me a minute and I'll be right back. Hello, hello, and I'm back. My apologies. I've been speaking with Mrs. Braddock, who is trying to explain how this whole thing works. She also is a No Man's Sky enthusiast. Hello, hello, and I'm back. My apologies. I've been speaking with Mrs. Braddock, who is and I gotta turn off this monitor because I'm listening to myself. Like I was saying, she's a gamer, and but she's low profile. She doesn't like the public eye. But I've been trying to drag her out a little bit, maybe get her on a chat where she'll say hi to y'all. She's just a little shy. She knows who you. She she says she's not shy, and she's not. But she's been shy as far as doing YouTube and stuff like that. But she's a gamer from the word go, and she's also pretty good looking. But
well, I married a brilliant man.
All right, enough of that.
Only because you married me.
No. Yeah, I'm brilliant because I was smart enough to marry you, right?
That's right.
All right. Now I'm getting sidetracked.
That's a nice looking ship.
Which one? That one?
That one, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't like the color.
Can you get me in silver?
Silver?
Yeah.
How about I can get you white and silver, blue and silver, red and...
Blue and silver. Don't
blue
even
and silver?
say red and silver. You
oh,
know better.
Yeah.
There's no... Silver?
Well, there's no green one, so you're out of luck.
Yeah. Well, that one's got green on the end, but it's got yellow.
Yeah, and really the colors look a little different on board the space station or on a freighter because the lighting isn't great.
Mm-hmm. So what would that look like outside?
It'd be orange, kind of a
I like orange.
kind of a goldish orange. Yeah, you would dig it. I just I sort of really like the white one of a similar style that's on my home planet. Have you seen it?
Yep.
Let's see if any of the ships have changed that are circling the freighter. Probably not because they're stuck in a loop. So yeah, they're all the same. All right. Well, let's get out of here. Did I? No, that's.
You were gonna hop in your freighter and warp to that place you were talking about.
Yeah, but I decided just to go into my Explorer. Yeah. Yeah. See, this is why I need a co-host, honey. I'm serious. I can't walk and chew bubblegum at the same time. It just doesn't work for me. I either stop chewing or I stop walking. I can't do both, and I'm really not exaggerating in the slightest. All right. Let's go to the broadcast, and someone has shown up. So whoever you are, I can't see you, but thanks for showing up. It always makes me feel better to know I'm not totally talking to myself, although I do have my wife here now finally, so that's cool.
Yeah, but you will talk to yourself.
I've been doing it for the last 45 minutes, yeah. I need someone like you to keep me in line. Keep me on point. Okay, I'm not doing this right. Disengage from that. Back the truck up a little bit. Look down. Let's see if I can figure this out. It's one of these guys. Paradise Retreat. You recognize that planet, honey?
Yep.
Or that system?
Yep.
Who lives there? The Empress Six Reign, I believe you've met.
She's been a little bit dormant.
She's been a lot dormant.
I haven't had a lot of time.
I really missed you. I know.
I'm getting there.
I'm not bitching. I know you're going to jump in with both feet here, especially after the update drops.
Yeah. In the meantime, I may play some Zelda. I'm sorry.
Some
I have a Zelda itch.
Yeah, she loves the Zelda. All right, so Winter Ocean Triad again. Cold planets. 3 of the 4 planets are cold ocean planets. I've never come across 2 ocean planets in a system. I mean, not 2 ocean planets. I think I have 3 ocean planets, but not 3 frozen ocean planets all in one system. I kind of wish there was only 3 planets in the system now, because there's one oddball dead planet thrown in there. It's doing me no good at all.
Gotta keep it interesting.
Yeah. So as I was telling the good folks here watching, or folk, since it's a numero uno, I've named one Chill Ocean. I've named one Nordhaven as sort of a nod to the Elder Scrolls.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool,
Yeah.
right?
Viking-like.
Viking-like, yes. And, I'm nearly 1/4 Norwegian, so
Oh, I know.
if I'm any race, I'm a Nord and I'm a Viking.
You are a Viking.
Yeah. So Winter Seas is the other one, and then you've got a dead planet floating around here somewhere. That's not it. Death Valley. It's fitting, right?
Yep.
Airless. Not much good for anything, at least at this stage in the game. All right, so by way of explanation, let's get back on point. We're creating fusion igniters. We ran out of radon so that we can't make the freighter fuel we need. We have warped to a chill system where I've got harvesters planted and these green beacons in all my systems that have gas. They all go to atmosphere harvesters. So let's start with chill ocean and see if I've managed to get enough fuel in these suckers, because they always seem to glitch out on me and I end up with like 3 units of whatever gas I'm harvesting. I'm just going to drop straight down on the sucker. We're not going to harvest a bunch of gas. We're going to collect a bunch of radon from this system alone, and we'll get back to work on the fusion igniters. There they are. I thought they disappeared on me. Well, they're not moving. That's good. That means they're full. Or I forgot to fuel them up. One of the two. There we go. 250 units of pop. So 750 units per planet times 3. How much is that?
750 times 3?
Mm-hmm.
2250?
Okay.
Something like that?
Let's go with that.
It's close.
Better than what I have. Oh, look at these little cute suckers.
14 and 750.
Yeah, 2250. You're absolutely right.
My brain still works. It's amazing.
Well, let's don't go crazy.
Yeah,
It's at least not totally broken. I don't know about working. And all right, 1 planet down, 2 more to go. I should be showing you guys these cool oceans, but I don't want to take up too much of your time. So we'll just head to the next planet, grab some more radon, head to the next planet, grab some more radon. That should be enough to get us the enriched carbon that we need, provided I don't run out of carbon. And then we can get onto the fusion igniters, maybe dump some off at a nice high cell ratio system and make a few bucks. That would be nice. I want to be as rich as I can be for the next update. I have no idea how far my money is going to go. It'd probably be all too easy to drop 4.3 billion units in the update with all the good stuff. So, you know, I don't want to get caught with nothing in my bank account when we get there. And I want to be able to help out my buddies. So if we can trade money or give it away, I'm going to be giving some away. We got a tiny little island on this planet. This one has a lot more ocean to it. Whoa. I nearly crash landed. Wouldn't that be cool to be a thing? Crash land your ship if you're not careful. Who knows? Might be a thing. Right on. Well, who's ever watching, if you have access to a mic and you want to chat, hop on. I am Deep Six from the PlayStation Network. Capital D, EEP, capital S, IKZ. And feel free to put me on your friends list. Jump into the chat. Can always use the help. Look at this guy. And he's aggressive. If I remember right, there's one of these critters that have these Cool little. Apparently, I haven't discovered him yet. There's one of these critters that look just almost exactly like that one, with the lights on his back and everything. Only he's aggressive, and he will attack your ass if you're not careful. It's not him. So, buried treasure. Huh? In the next update, we got buried treasure. What about that? Doesn't say pirate. Har har, matey. Captain Raddock. Very stoked about that. To be sure. Alright, which planet have I already been to? I don't quite remember. Pretty sure it's the one that's the farthest away. Nordhaven. Here we come. Collect a little more radon, make a little more enriched carbon, make a little more freighter fuel, make some fusion igniters, make some cash. Yeah, so next, I got a minute and a half until I get to Nordhaven. I'll keep you occupied. Man, you know, there's just so much stuff going on. I don't even know where to start, or even, you know, when it drops, what I'm going to do first. My head is just spinning around and around, and I'm not the only one. But I don't want to miss a trick. I want to be ready to go. But just don't know. Just don't know how it's how the interface is going to be. How you know, what's going to be priority one. You know, where do you begin with all this stuff? You know, building. You know, to start building a colony for sure right off the bat, man. I'm hoping my buddy Martin Boyd, I've got a contract with him to help me build a scene from the Pirates of the Caribbean, and now it's going to be possible. We didn't know when we were talking about it before the trailer came out and all that stuff. We had no idea how it was going to be, but he sent me a screenshot and said, "Hey, about this, mate. What do you think if we build this?" And I went, and I was thinking to myself at the time, I'm thinking, well, that'd be great if it happens. It's not going to happen. Oh, ye of little faith, or oh, me of little faith, as it seems, because guess what? 25,000 pieces you can add to whatever you're building, and you can build wherever you want, in the water, around the water. Heck, you could do a little pirate cove. So yeah, he tells me he wants to do that, and I'm just stoked. I'm so stoked because it's actually not just, you know, a wishful thinking thing. Now it's a project. It's a real deal. And if you know who Martin Boyd is, and you probably should if you don't, if you play No Man's Sky and you don't know who Martin Boyd is, you're seriously out of the loop, because this guy is amazing. He built me. He built a pirate ship for Epic that gets no visitors at all, hardly, because I haven't really actually done a very good job of showcasing that. And I guess that's partially because I'm jealous of it. I almost want to keep it to myself, but it's too good. I want to share it. I just haven't got on there and tried. But it's amazing. I mean, he's got inside the quarter deck. He's got cannon built. He's got an anchor. I mean, geez, I could describe it to you, but you really got to see it to believe it. It's pretty amazing. And I already know I'm going to be freaking blown away with anything that he makes with this new set of tools they're giving us. It's going to be, I don't even know. I don't have words, but I'm just too excited about it. So yeah, it's exciting. It's an exciting time, and with our new hub, the Free Delta Initiative, that Lily Hop and Panda and I are putting together, and a whole bunch of other people that are helping us. It's just coming together. It's already the best community I've ever been involved with, you know, and it's growing by leaps and bounds. We've got a seriously good data bank that's growing by leaps and bounds. We've got people that they're not slackers. Everybody's doing everything. I've got DG Squared is helping us. Quanta is helping us, and Quanta's doing the PC. He's our PC rep for all the incoming PC players. He's going to be leading that charge. Lily Hop is she's a woman of many talents. She is most notably, I guess, is just a great PR representative. She's talented in just about every category, and is an excellent leader, an excellent person-to-person sort of liaison. She's involved in all sorts of different communities, all the hubs. She's, I don't want to, blow smoke up anyone's butt. But she's a mover and a shaker in this community. Panda, you should probably know him if you don't. He has a Hidden Panda show on Twitch and YouTube. He's got over 700 followers, and there's a good reason for that. He is he's also very talented and skilled, and also just one of the most helpful and kind-hearted people that I've had the pleasure to meet in this game. Very, very awesome people. I'm so stoked to be involved in this project with these guys. So with next coming up, the hub that we're building, the great community of PvP players, the role play community we're building. It's just so much good stuff. I almost can't stand it. Just an exciting time, and this is. I got to tell you, it really is already my favorite game that I've ever played, and it's because it's a combination of things. It's not just an amazing, I want to say stellar, pardon the pun, but it really just is. It's such a deep and vivid game that if it were just for that, it would be so worth. I mean, just look at this. The universe truly does await. It's amazing, and it's still in its infant stages. That's the mind-blowing thing of it all. It's still in just such an infant stage of what it's going to be. It's just amazing, and it's already so freaking deep and beautiful that it's crazy. But it's not just the game itself; it's the amazing community surrounding this game that it can't be beat. It just cannot be beat. Whoops! Ah, crap! I warped to the wrong planet. Such a noob. I know Semtex and Sword. I got to mention these guys because these guys are awesome too. They've done such a great job with getting material and information out to the No Man's Sky community, and not just the No Man's Sky community, but also showing other gamers that may not have seen any of the updates since launch what this game has become and what can be done with it, and they've done a fantastic job of that. So shout out to Sword, shout out to Semtex. Love you guys, man. I know we haven't hung out much, and I haven't really done a good job recently of supporting you guys in your on your YouTube channel. If you haven't seen Noobs in Space with Sword and Semtex UK, go check them out, man. They're awesome. They seriously are. They're awesome, and I only wish I had more time to play and listen to their and check out their streams at the same time. But I'm just so busy, building and recruiting and things like that it's I barely got time to do that. So, but I want you to know, still love you guys. If you see this, shout out, big shout out, and everyone go check those guys out. So Semtex UK, Sword, and also the Hidden Panda show. You guys want to see some quality streaming and great information, and also not just that, but also be entertained. These guys are awesome. They've got great personalities. Go check them out. Like it, sub it, ring the bell, all that shit. Do it now. No, seriously, right now. Alright, I'm going to try and actually make it back to my home without going through 12 different systems in the process. I think I may have finally managed that. Oh, someone left a comment. I'm gonna go check this out. I don't know. I'm such a noob to YouTube. I'm a YouTube noob, and I really don't know what I'm doing. Oh, hey, it's Rick McPherson. What up, dog? How you doing, man? We're doing great. We're doing fantastic, man. How excited are you for this next update, man? Is it crazy? Are you going crazy, or are you just like one of the cool dudes going, yeah, well, I'm just chilling, seeing what's going to happen? A lot of people uh, not trying to get too hyped up because they don't want to be disappointed. I don't blame them a bit, honestly. We don't know how buggy it's going to be. There's still a lot of questions, to be raised. So many have been answered, though. That's the cool thing. The communication that Hello Games, aka Sean Murray, is doing. Um, after a prolonged radio silence, basically, um, they've decided that they're going to keep communicating. Now, that doesn't mean they're going to be, tweeting every 10 minutes. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. But they will communicate with the community. They said on a weekly basis, somehow or another. And I just think that's awesome. Now they're able to do that. Before they can't because all the backlash and all the hate. If you've read any of the recent, if you've read the recent hour-long interview, can't remember the name right now. Someone enlighten me, but if you've seen that, man, they're dedicated. They're dedicated to making this game the best it can be. This is no flash in the pan game. It's going to be around for a good while, and it's only getting more and more popular. So, pretty badass. Yeah, I can't either, Rick. Whoa, Exploring Life. What up, bro? Good to see you. I've been sort of absent lately I haven't been able to watch anybody stream or comment or click or like or anything. We're building this free Delta Initiative hub. And it's a lot of work, but it's just a labor of love. This awesome community. If you guys should check us out. If you haven't yet, we've got a subreddit. It's still in its infancy stages, but our Amino page is coming along really good. And it's a great community. We've got a lot of good folks there. Stop on by. You don't have to join our group, but if you want to join our chat and pop in and say howdy every so often, we've got a pretty lively chat community going on too all the time. So lots of good folks. Lots of good folks. I think if I watch the trailer one more time, my heart is just going to bust out of its chest. So I've stopped watching it because I'm not getting anything done except watch it and wipe the drool off my chin, every 30 or 40 seconds. Forget to breathe, things like that. I know it's stupid. I'm not typically a fanboy, but I'm I am for this game, and I guess I'm not too ashamed about it. But yeah. Hey guys, seriously, Exploring Life, Rick, man, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. We're doing Fusion Igniters, talking about next. Hey, if anybody wants to jump on. Oh, empty benches. That's right. Dude, I make that mistake. People forget who I am too. If I log in as Deep Six, they don't put two and two together, and Slade Braddock, and I get that a lot too. But yeah, man. Yeah, we're buddies on PSN. I'm sorry, man. How you doing? Oh, it's insane. Yeah, we're building fusion igniters. I'm trying to get to the 4.3 billion, and right now I'm talking and I'm all excited, and so I'm like a chicken with my head cut off. I'm not focused at all. Is my freighter still up there? All right, now it is. Hey, we've got some lovely ships in the system, and sometimes they come by. But never the damn exotic. I got a beautiful white exotic in this system that never wants to come visit me. I don't get it. Anyway. Alright. We just got through, I don't know how long you've been watching, but we just got through collecting radon in this beautiful system that has 3 winter ocean planets. They're frozen planets, but they each have oceans on them. And they're not frozen at all. So But it's a great it's a great system to throw down. You know, I got 9 atmosphere harvesters, so now I'm rocking 2,250 units of radon, which is the last element I needed to create the freighter fuel for the fusion igniters. Good lord, where's my freighter? It's down below me. Yeah, so we're just gonna hop on board the old freighter, and we'll see what we can see, laddies. What do you say? Look at all these guys circling. No place to land. Are they gonna fix that in next? Can we fill up our docking bays? Are they on the side? Was that a freighter we saw on the trailer? I'm not convinced. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Back on board the freighter. The Queen Anne's Revenge. That's Blackbeard's famed flagship. And I had to name my freighter the Queen Anne's Revenge. There was just no getting around it. Because I'm a pirate at heart, laddie. Har, 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 har. All right. So here we are. We are in the good ship safety deposit box because it never leaves the freighter. It just sits here and is a really great place to create fusion igniters. Well, as you can see, we've got some freighter fuel here, so I've got enough to create 1 fusion igniter, but why create 1 fusion igniter when you can create more than that? Okay, so depending on how much carbon is currently in my inventory. All right, here we go. Radon and carbon equals enriched carbon. We're just going to spam the crap out of that button. Oops. What the hell did I do? Trying to get fancy here. All right. All right. Well, apparently 2,250 units of radon will only produce you 9 units of enriched carbon, which will then be turned into organic catalyst. And if I've got let's see, how many thermic condensates do I have? Oh, plenty. I got 14. So we're going to have at least 9 units of organic catalyst. Dude, I know, right? Rick, trading with friends alone. If that was all they added to this game, if you could see me, I'm emphatically waving my hands right now. If that was all they added to this game, that would be enough for me. Because then I'd be able to help power level my friends, you know, get them what they needed and level the playing field real fast. It's just, it's too much. If that was all they did, I mean, I would be happy with that as an update, straight up. But good Lord, what else have they done? You know, what else? What have they created? We're gonna find out. Man, I'm just, I'm too stoked. All right, so we've got 9 organic catalyst. We've got, well, we're not there yet. Okay, so what else do we need? We need fusion accelerant, and that requires ammonium salt. Have I only got 3 ammonium salt? Oh my god, that's not cool. What do I need for ammonium salt? I know I need, what is it? Nitrogen. I have some. I have some nitrogen, but not enough. I want 9 fusion igniters, not 6. Oh no. Alright, so the cardinal rule that you don't do in your inventory. What I just did was I took 3 units of ammonium salt that was in this slot and 3 units that was in this slot and stupidly combined them, and you lose. You lose. I lost one of my ammonium salts because it's a glitch. It's a known glitch. I've been guilty of this on so many occasions, it's not even funny. And now I've done it again. So I'm down to 5. Oh well. That's what I get for being a noob. Alright. So ammonium salt, we're going to convert that into um, I forgot what. Fusion accelerant. Now, if I have one fusion accelerant here, one fusion accelerant here, I can combine those safely to get two. It's only when it goes over the 5 that they disappear, or 10 units if it's a max 10 in your slot. If it goes over 10, it can disappear. It doesn't always happen, but it happens often enough for me to know better. Yeah, it is what it is. And I'm only going to get 5 fusion accelerants out of that. Combine that with 5 liquid explosives, and I'm going to get 5 more freighter fuels. So instead of making them over here, I'm going to add them to this slot that's already been established so that I don't lose out. Okay, now I've got 6 freighter fuels. I've only got 4 geodesites. Let's see if we can create some geodesite. I know everybody pronounces it differently. Go too far? I don't have the ingredients for that, apparently. Yeah, here it is, and I'm missing dirty bronze. I have the stuff to make dirty bronze, though. So let's do that. Lots of dirty bronze, as it turns out. 9 units of that. But it looks like I'm massively short on lemium. I might have some on board my freighter. Let's check. Nope, that was the one that was on my freighter. Here's some Herox. Let's put that on the ship. And nothing else I can use here, really. Am I talking loud enough? Am I slurring my words? I know I didn't enunciate on some of my earlier videos, and even I couldn't tell what the hell I was saying, so I had to volume up a little bit and speak a little more clearly so that I'm not being a dumbass. Alright. 6 freighter fuel, 4 geodesite. I know I'm going to get at least 1 more geodesite out of it, and then I'm going to be out of lemium. So I've got 5. Let's settle for 5 fusion igniters today. I've got 5 freighter fuel, 5 geodesite, and more than 5 quantum processors. Let's rock and roll. There's 1. There's 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to keep going, but it's not going to add any more up. We'll go with 5. And I'll transfer these over to my to my exosuit, so that when I switch ships, I won't leave them here like I keep doing. And we'll abandon this. Take a note of what I need to collect. Most notably some lemium. And a lot more gas. Yeah. Well, that's because I am. I am excited. This is actually a subdued Slade Braddock you're hearing right now. This is me toning it down, believe it or not. We can process and refine ore and materials into other stuff. I saw that, and also the whole oxygen thing. The whole what was the other thing? I haven't finished reading the interview with Sean yet, and I have seen some of the. I did see the trailer, obviously, and then I saw the. God, my brain is just—it's drawing a blank on me. And I've been keeping up a little bit with what's going on, and I've read all the stuff. And the only thing I haven't, it was finished at the end of that hour-long interview with Sean Murray. Man, that's exciting too. Is that they're going to engage and keep engaging with the community moving forward. That's awesome. That's awesome, because I think that was honestly most people's biggest bitch was they just weren't communicating you know. But I didn't have a problem with it because I knew why they weren't communicating. It was pretty obvious to me, and not to everyone else. But I understand. When you get emotional about a game like that, you get pissed off too when your disappointments are not met. Not me so much. I loved this game at launch. I've loved every iteration of it since launch. Um, I've been enjoying just watching it evolve and come along. It's doing exactly what I thought it would at launch. I was disappointed like everybody else. Let's face it, there was too many dead ends, too many strings that went nowhere, and I was disappointed. But I always believed that in due time they were going to put some flesh on the bones, you know, and they've done it, and they haven't let us down. I got nothing to bitch about. Just hype. Yeah, I saw part of that one, the DM21 stream. I did see that. He was he was. I think I saw the first 10 minutes of it because I'd already read the IGN. But wasn't it funny how he went off on? I don't even remember the guy's name, but he was just, this guy doesn't know. He doesn't know what's going on. Man, oh man, and he was all up in arms about it. But I actually enjoyed the IGN thing, so I wasn't upset. But yeah, I caught that one too. Um, that was awesome. Uh, all right, this is, and maybe you can help me shed some light on this, Rick. Uh, I live, as you can see. Let's see. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah. Okay. So I'm in this system. My system. It's construction. It has a 78.9% uh, buy rate or sell rate rather. Right. That's about as high. I think 80. 80 is the max, if I'm not mistaken, or 79.9 maybe. 78.9 is solid. I go to sell my fusion igniters there. They're worth 18 million in galactic average, and it gives me below galactic average. So I think it has a lot more to do with the economy type. In this case, it's a construction. But I thought that was really only dedicated to the new materials, like the ones that you're supposed to be using when you're doing trade routes, where you buy material A and sell it in system B, right? I didn't really think it applied for like regular crafted items or such. But at a 78.9% sell rate, and I'm getting less than the galactic average, that doesn't pan out to me. And I go to another system that has a high sell rate, and I can generally get above the galactic average. But maybe it's because it's my base, or does it have to do with the wealth of the system? I don't know. I'm a little confused on that subject. So anyway, where we're at now, I'm packing around 5 fusion igniters. I would like to get above the galactic average. So I'm just gonna hop around here and try to find at least a 75% sell rate. Here we go. Now it's a low supply, but it's a 78% buy rate. Yeah, yeah. Gosh, shit, I don't have any hyperdrive. Um, yeah, if you flood the market, it does. But I didn't. I haven't done that. It's giving me a consistently low rate. Uh, I know it does drop the prices, but I've actually never sold a fusion igniter on my system. And I don't know if is it specific to the item that you're selling. Is it only, or does it make the sell rate go down on all items? I've never really had a firm grasp on that dynamic, to be honest. All right, so I have to create some fuel cells here, warp cells, and I'm not at all sure I have everything I need, but I've got enough for a couple at least. Let's go with 3 for expedience sake. And nope, out of plutonium. Oh my gosh. Plutonium, really? I've run myself out of plutonium. How can this be? How can this be? Well, that's how. All right. Well, maybe they sell some at this space station right here. Let's pop in and see. Okay, the one item I see. Hey, thanks, man. Uh-oh, I'm being hostilely scanned. Let's get the hell out of here. All right. I just can't run. I'll show you what this C-Class Explorer can do. Let's get away from the space station. I really don't like bringing Sentinels into the fray here. Right on. Alright, now you can see what a noob I am also at fighter craft. Where are those bad boys? There we go. Alright. You don't have much for shields. Boy, I've been flying my exotic. My exotic just tears these guys up in moments. It really is too easy and not a lot of fun. I like fighting in my C-Class Explorer better. A little bit more of a challenge. Uh-oh. Eat it. Give me some lemium, boy. No lemium. I really like collecting lemium from these guys when it's available. These guys would be destroyed by now if I was in my EXO. I would have killed them 3 times, 4 times over. This C-Class Explorer just doesn't have the firepower. And like I said, it's so much funner to fight because there's a real chance of losing. So this is my go-to. This is my go-to fighter craft. Not because it's badass, but because it's so much funner. Alright, we'll have some of this then. Missed with all of them. There you go. Take that, space pirate. Alright. I don't think I collected any lemium in that whole battle. Yes, yes I did. Sweet. Nope, Terox. And the lemium. I got one of each. Right on. Oh yes. So, back on point. Let's pop in here and get some plutonium. Get the plutonium, fix the warp cells. Oh no, don't tell me that, Rick. I know they did introduce a second form of currency, but please tell me they didn't do away with nanites. Otherwise, I've had a whole hauler sitting there full for months now to no avail. Is that confirmed? Say no. Say no. It's not confirmed. Just lie to me, man. Lie to me. Tell me nanites are still a viable form of currency here. I'm begging you. All right. Oh, here's another little trick. I don't know. I'm sure you've already discovered this, gentle listeners, but if you go to, when you're at a galactic trade terminal, or else if you're talking to a ship captain or something, if you go to the sell first, right? Even if you have nothing to sell, just go to that menu first. I generally do have something to sell. Usually it's pugnium or something like that. And see, this is my system, 17.8, just under the galactic average every time. And like I said, I've never sold a fusion igniter here simply because they've always given me a bullshit price for it. So, oh, cool, just speculation. You had me scared, brah. You had me scared because I've been wondering that about that myself. Um, and it's been bugging me. And when you just said that, I was like, no, it cannot be. Anyway, like I was saying, the fusion igniters, it's always given me this price, so it's unconscionable, I tell you. So I've never sold any here because I just refuse to take a less than average. And also, I would think it must go by unit value as far as quote unquote flooding the market, because it's not like I've dumped 100 fusion igniters anywhere. I only ever sell, usually if I've got 10 stockpiled, I'll go sell them. So I don't stockpile those. I turn them into the units as fast as I can. So if I ever did like space out and sell it in this system, it would have only been a few. So if that messed up the market, then I guess that's viable. That's legit. But I'm digressing. If you go to the sell menu, this is why I suck at streaming, because I get rabbit trailing. I need a co-host badly. Yeah, if you go to the sell menu and then click the triangle to the buy menu, then a lot of these will already be filled up somewhat. If you have some in your storage already, it'll give you basically that number that you can just buy right off the bat without having to click the up button. So yeah, go to the sell, then do your triangle to the buy. A lot of times, if you're just topping off, you can just go right to the buy button and pick it up. So, stupid little tip, but it saves you a little bit of time when you're in a hurry. What the hell? All right, there's the plutonium, and this is why I live in a rich system, because I do not like to grind. I don't mind when I'm first starting out. I feel you got to pay your dues, but I don't want to keep doing it. Oh, available to buy. Geknip. That's interesting, because I don't remember that being in this space station before. Something's going on, I tell you. I know these are supposed to be hardwired. Let me tell you about something that happened to me. I don't know if you saw, if you've been watching like the whole podcast, broadcast, or if you came in after I got started, or if you've gone back and saw the beginning, I don't know. But when I first logged in, I had left last night and at a trade station after having gone to a terminal just like this, to show some friends of mine that it sold vortex cubes and aquaspheres right next to each other at the trade terminal. And I was so stoked because I've been in that system many times, but I'd never seen it before. I'd never noticed that there were aquaspheres and vortex cubes being sold there. And I was just like, hell yeah. And so I told Panda, and he was like, dude, if there's aquaspheres, shoot me the cords real quick. I want to go get them now. So I did. I showed him, and I haven't talked to him since, so I don't know if he was able to go grab those, but it was selling 59 vortex cubes, 59 aquaspheres at a pop. And I was like, yeah, that's a hell of a find. Hey, check out this Rasa Mama, this blue and gold nosed Rasa Mama. I don't know if you're a fan of this style, but I particularly like this one. That's so cool looking. That's native to my home planet. Anyway, so long story short, I jam over to the Galactic Terminal, take a quick screenshot, which I'm glad I did that, and then I hopped back in my ship, and then hopped back out again for the save and logged out. Logging back in just prior to this podcast. Yeah, right. I know. Just sitting there collecting dust, right? And yeah, so immediately after logging in, I ran over to the trade terminal. I don't know why, I guess just to double check and make sure it was still there. I had no reason to think it wasn't. When I checked the trade terminal, all of the aquaspheres were gone. There were still the vortex cubes, but it was at a smaller number. It wasn't 59, it was 41, and there were no aquaspheres to be found. Now, I didn't and do not know still if hasn't it always been that everything that was sold in that particular trade terminal like been hardwired to that terminal? Like things don't pop in and then leave again. They're not there and then not there the next time, unless maybe it has to do with being on or offline at one point or another. But I've been online the whole time, so it just doesn't make sense. Because I'm online now, obviously I'm streaming, but there are no aquaspheres, and that's just got my head spinning. Anyway, I was just wondering about that because that really bugged me. Oh, nice. 48 slot fighter. Dude, I would love to have one. I wish I'd picked up a fighter now, you know, instead of the Explorer, because damn. The only thing is no tech slots, but who cares? You know, you have so much inventory space, you could load up on the uh, the weapon tech, you know. Very, very cool. You're lucky. Hang on to that fighter, I'm telling you. Who cares if it's C class though, you know. I'm hanging on to my my Explorer just by virtue of the fact that I've had it so long, it's like become part of me, and I'd feel like I was missing something. Like my dog. It's my dog. I can't get rid of my dog. That's my dog. I love my dog. Alright. We've got the hyperdrive loaded to the gills. We're ready to rock and roll. Waking Titans. Did you see my Diplos, dude? Alright. Well, now I've lost the system I had located to sell my wares at. Let's see if I can find that again. Which one was it? Nope. Back the truck up. Alright, medium supply. Fuel generation. Sell rate of 78.3. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, it just becomes a party, doesn't it? Like, I don't know, man. If I got rid of my my silly little C-Class Explorer, and then I would regret it almost instantly, and then every time I flew up to my freighter and it wasn't there, I would be heartbroken. Like, honestly. Oh, freighter battle. Freighter battle, and that's a cool looking freighter. Oh, I gotta screenshot that. I got a blue screen on you, boss. Real quick. Because I'm logging in freighters on my wiki, so whenever I get oh, all right, and we're back nearly. Tell me if the blue screen goes away. All right. Well, let's just help this poor bastard. with this little pirate problem. Show them who the real pirates are. What do you say? Let's pick on these guys. And this is my little my guerrilla tactic. I'll go up right up to the freighter, and then I'll run away and draw them out to me. Turn and burn. And I don't fly around and fight. I stay in one place. Come to Papa. It's gonna be a long fight if I keep sucking it up this bad. Nothing found. Come on. Come on. Surrender the Lemium. Surrender the Herox. Surrender the booty, laddie. The treasure. Strafing. Not the best way to go about it. Loosen them up with the cyclotron ballista and then let them have it with the cannons, right? Jeez. That looks like a cool freighter. I wonder what color it really is. Come on, I don't want to hit you jackasses. Stay out of the way. These bastards always got to get in the way, don't they? It's like their job. Come on. Dare you to move. Really? That one didn't leave any canisters to pick up. What up with that? Come on, boys. Let's get it on. A lot of people don't know you can go after defeated ships. They drop a canister right where it explodes. I was just talking to someone who's fought so many space battles it's not even funny. Never knew that they actually left a drop where they exploded. That you can go pick up shields and Herox and Lemium, those components that you need for your fusion igniters, and pick up a bunch of trophium. But yeah, you can, and you should. Oh yeah, no kidding. I wish I had my pre-order ship too. But you're just such a hurry to upgrade it that, you know, finding those new ships that are laying all over the ground, right? Remember that? And maxing them out, and so much fun. Like I said, you know, I've loved every iteration of this game. I loved it. It wasn't as deep as it needed to be. And why does this guy keep hailing me? I get it. You want me to come see your ship. Let's go check out this bad boy, I guess. Maybe, who knows, maybe it's an S-Class. Maybe it'll tempt me into changing models of freighters that I really doubt it. But I want to see what color it really is before I do anything. I don't know, I'm sure you know this, but you can find out what color, because freighters change colors right after you buy them, right? You log back in. It's been discovered that if you look at a destroyed freighters, the tanks, the cargo holds on a freighter, the destroyed ones, you can get an idea of what color that the freighter will change to by the broken bits of the tank holds. So in this case, seems to be, and I'm not up real close, it looks like kind of a silver and black, which is not a bad color combination at all, especially if you're a Raiders fan. So, yeah.
To give the fish the algae tablet.
Uh-huh.
And he splashed my face. Look at my forehead. He's a freak.
Yeah, I think we should eat him.
No.
Oh yeah, he'd make a good meal. He's a big Oscar.
He's big, but I don't want
He's delicious.
to eat him. He's a pain in the ass.
He is a pain in the ass.
Like you. I don't eat you.
Hey. Alright, Mrs. Braddock's getting out of hand over here, Rick. Alright. Am I upside down? This is why I don't want one of these freighters, because I can never tell if I'm on the upside, the top side, or the underside. Oh, that almost looks like a... Now I'm looking at these tanks and I'm seeing white and silver. That's more likely. Yeah, I'm sure the original color, or the actual color of this freighter, once you get it home, is going to be silver and white. And that's pretty cool. Yeah, nice. I used to farm wrecked ships. Oh yeah, those were the days. Those were the days. See, yeah, I liked the old version, and I like the updated version. And I know I'm gonna love the updated version even more of what's coming next. It's crazy. It really is. What can you say? It's just it's a beautiful game. It really is. Let's see. Is this guy going to be? Nope, just a Corvax. I had a Traveler on the last freighter I visited. C-class. I'm outie. I always gotta look, just in case. Why not? If I had anything better to do, I'd be doing it. But I'm taking this whole weekend, Rick, and I'm just gonna be no man's skying it up, you know. I want to get to the unit cap. I want to. There's a couple other things I want to do with the community, the Free Delta initiative that we're doing. Me and Panda and Lily Hop. I don't know if you're familiar with that or not, but it's in the Delta Quadrant. We're going to try and turn it into the Federation hub, the fourth and final one in the Euclid Galaxy. We want to be the official hub for the Delta Quadrant, but we're going to have to work real hard and make it happen. But we're doing it. I mean, the progress that we've made on this civilization, the database that we put together, the farms, and the community so far has just been amazing and fun. Man, I've never been involved in a more cooperative community where we're all like putting in equal amounts of work in different areas. It's like a dream team that we're doing. It's coming together pretty cool. Couple that with the update, and holy cow, Too much good stuff. That looks like a lion right there. Was it frozen like this? I would love to see Earth-like animals on some of the planets. Did that just say polo? Oh, poho. I thought it said polo. Oh, wow, that's a cool guy. I just want to check out the ocean. Oh, man, freaking whip plant got me. I thought there was an ocean. Well, the whip plant must die, that's all I know. I just bought a new multi-tool, so that's, oh, wow, it's cooler looking equipped than it is in the menu. It looks cool there. If I go over here, it looks so vanilla. It's almost, I mean, it's all right, but it's pretty plain looking right there, isn't it?
Love you. I'll be in here reading anyway.
That's an interesting looking character right there. Good night of living. I swore there was an ocean on this planet. Yeah, right there. All right. Not losing my mind. I just like to check the fish. Yeah, some of the fish are very, very cool. Hello there, mister. Yeah, dive on in. Who knows, maybe there's aquaspheres. There are aquaspheres. If this little purple icon is any indication, there should be an aquasphere down here. I don't know anything else that grows underwater that gives you that icon.
What are they, honey?
Aquaspheres?
Yeah.
They're a rare component in some of the higher tier upgrades. That's interesting. Is it stuck inside that detritum? No, I can't get to it. Uh-oh, there's a predator fish in here. It's attacking me. Where the hell is it? Oh, it's right there. Let's get a screenshot of this. Well, that's not exactly...
What's attacking you?
This thing is attacking me.
The weirdest looking thing. Doesn't even have eyes. Oh yeah, it's got like a
Something.
buck nose, an armadillo, shark.
It's an armadillo fish. And look what's here. Wow. Oh, swimming quadrupeds. Mammalia, underwater mammalia.
Those are cute.
They are kind of cute. But totally out of place. I'm sorry. There's no place for these things in here.
Yeah,
And maybe if they had webbed feet or, you
no,
know.
they breathe air and they like to swim to get their
Yeah.
meal.
All right.
There's
I
nothing wrong with
guess.
that.
No, I guess
There's
not.
giant mushrooms. It looks like Alice in Wonderland.
More of these same things?
Yeah.
Wow. Totally awesome. Okay. There we go. It's an underwater sentinel. Come at me, bro. Come right on.
You know they had those.
See if my totally non-upgraded multi-tool is up to the... I'm gonna die.
Reload.
Oh, he's got a cool tail. I didn't know he had a... There he goes. Can always use more Mordite. Right? Alright, I'm interested in checking out more aquaspheres. But that one is stuck in the middle of that detritum and I can't get to it. Maybe you should get your headset on, log in, and join me in chat.
I'm gonna read.
You're gonna read?
Yeah.
All right.
Is it okay?
No, it's not okay, but there's nothing I can do about it, so.
Well, suck it.
I'm gonna start running out of oxygen soon. And I haven't found an aquasphere yet. Aha! Aha! Alright. This is going on my discoveries list faux show. I don't really need them. I just wanted to confirm that they were, in fact, aquaspheres. And I have done so.
What kind of high-end?
Huh?
What kind of high-end upgrades did you use them
I think they're used in one of the Omega upgrades for the multi-tool. I think you can't construct it, even if you have the blueprint, if you don't have aquaspheres. I could be wrong. It's one of those things, so it's one of the upper tier upgrades. I'm not even sure whether it's exosuit, multi-tool, or ship. Well, what happened when you shared your base, Rick? Don't tell me someone came in and overwrote it. Because I'm sharing mine with every community just about. But I have a USB backup save, so they can come overwrite my base all they want. 10 minutes later, I'll be right back up and running. So. Alright, I gotta name this planet before I forget that there's aquaspheres on it. Water circles? Water globes. Underwater water globes.
It's a cold planet called Snow Globe.
It's not. If it was a winter planet, I'd call it snow globe. H2O globes. I'm gonna call it aquasphere.
Oh, that's just lame.
I know. But you know, normally I would sit here until I came up with a very fancy name.
Well, I can Google other words for aqua and other words for
No, I don't want to spend that much time on it. Honestly, thank you, but I just want to.
name it armadillo shark. Then you'll know what's
Armadillo shark.
yeah.
If I name it Aquasphere Ocean, there will be no doubt that there are aquaspheres there. So ZWAC, I gotta make a note. I don't know why I ever named this planet ZWAC. It must have sounded like that or something, and so I just made it official. Jeez, of course I get the pen that doesn't write. All right, that's noted. No, what happened to your base, man? Now you got me curious. Oh hell, I can imagine you got a little upset. They do it on purpose, or were they just careless? I guess it wouldn't really matter. The result is the same. You lost your damn base. And I'm guessing you didn't have a backup save on it. I just recently learned how to do that out of necessity because I kept getting threats. Yeah. I'd be pretty pissed too, frankly. All right. So we have a medium supply. So this is a pretty cool. I don't think I've done the ships on this one yet. And that is a pretty cool Explorer right there. That's actually badass. That's one of the coolest ones I've seen. That's got a little bit of green on it. Looks like. I think I'm gonna photo this real fast. That's cool looking. Looks like a dragonfly. Sort of. Get a good camera angle on this. Blue screen. Sorry, buddy. Yeah. All right. Wow, that's actually a pretty cool looking shuttle too for as far as shuttles go. All right, what I really came here for was to sell these damn fusion igniters and see if I could get a decent price. It's a medium supply. It's a fuel generation system, but it's got a 78% sell rate. I'm hoping it'll help me out here. Let's find out. Wow, this is even worse than my home planet. Huh. All right. Next thing I'm going to do is go to an opulent system with a low sell rate. That won't make any sense to me, damn it. Nice. Yeah, you kind of gotta. I mean, people just started going crazy, didn't they, here toward the end with their bad guy role play crap? Uh, I, I was getting to the point where I had enough of it, and then I thought, nah, I'm pretty sure there ain't gonna be any griefing once next drops. There's only griefing. If you get griefed, it's gonna be because you asked to get griefed by opting into the PvP, but almost certainly they're going to stop, well, the base save overwrite. I guess they can't because there's really no like hardline bases. I guess I don't know. I don't know how the dynamic is going to work for that, but I can't. I'd bet my bottom dollar there would be no way to overwrite a base going into this update. So so yeah, the end of it for me is just that do your worst, assholes. uh, do your worst, and we'll see what it gets you. Well, nothing special here for sale in this space station. Just for poops and giggles. Let's see what the blueprint trader has. Korvac, so it's going to be exosuit. Ooh, fauna analyzers theta. I don't have that. Huh. Well, son of a gun. I do now. I got to screenshot this too, man, because that's a great find. Fauna Analyzer Theta. That's going to make me bucks. Oh, he did. I didn't get to that point. Was that like on that hour-long interview? Um, yeah, because that's been one of my biggest, well, everyone's biggest questions is what the hell is the deal with base overwriting? All right, get back out of this blue screen. Yeah, that's badass. No more base overwriting. So griefers are going to have to find a new avenue to get on people's nerves moving forward. Just the same, I'm going to keep saving things regardless for at least a little while after the update, just to be on the safe side in case there's any griefer glitches, let's say, any holes in the armor that they can get through and grief somebody with. What was that? Oh, high energy planet. Aquasphere ocean. Hot planet. Well, that's cool. This is a good system to collect all three gases in, it looks like. One of everything. Alright, off to find a new selling point. You know what? I know that this one has medium high supply. It's a high supply, but it has a medium buy rate. I mean sell rate. You can't diminish base complexity, only increase it. What do you mean by that? Does that surely that doesn't mean you can't take away pieces from a base? No, I'm sure that doesn't mean that. Um, that they increased complexity a great deal, right? I mean, although it did seem like he was talking about pieces and not each piece being a different percentage toward the complexity. The only thing I saw was that you could add 25,000 pieces, and I'm assuming that's all pieces are equal, or is complexity percentages still a thing? Like each piece that you put down right now is a certain, counts a certain different amounts toward the overall complexity, right? So is that complexity still a thing, or is it just counting the pieces that you use? Do you know? Because I don't. All right, a space anomaly. I'm gonna have to go check out the multi-tool there. Yeah, only the owner can remove or delete a base. That's really cool. And I tell you something else I like too is Martin Boyd built came over to our system at the Empire of Pirates and Independent Cartels, my SIP, and he built us a stunning pirate ship in creative mode, right? And it's awesome, but he owns it. It doesn't belong to me. Now I can go wherever I want a base built, because I'm going to contract with him. Uh, I already have contracted with him for after next drops. He's going to come and build. He sent me a picture of the pirate of this pirate cove, screenshot of Pirates of the Caribbean, and he said, "How about this, Slade?" And I said, and I was thinking to myself, "Well, that would be great." And then in parentheses, it will never happen. But the guy must be a prophet as well, because now it can happen. He can build me an entire bay with ships in it, and shacks up on the shore and stuff like that. Um, and I'm so freaking stoked. Because now I can go in, place one piece down so that I own it, and then he can just build whatever he wants to build, and it'll belong to me. I think that's so epic. It's just so damn epic. And again, if that was the only thing they added to the upgrade, that would be so cool and worth it. But it's not. There's all this other crap too that's mind-boggling. Alright, so I stopped at this anomaly because I want to see what multi-tool is here. I actually found the tool that I'm using now. It's a 24 slot A class and a space anomaly. Day before yesterday. And every other one I found up to that point had been one of these. And just pistol. But this one's an experimental. Oh my gosh. But that one just popped in. I was thought, nah, this is going to be a pistol too, but I gotta look. Holy crap, it's an A-class 24 slot. It's actually an upgrade. Alright. Off to the space station to sell my work. And I don't know why I'm jumping around from planet to planet. I could have just landed at a trading post and sold these suckers to somebody. Probably got a good price from one of the ship captains there. Next to this thing. I've never really done any parsing on this. Alright, so I'm in a high wealth system now with about a 60 for a sell rate, which I would think would give me substantially less for my goods, because I would think sell rate would have something to do with that. But let's see. If I get above average galactic price for my fusion igniters, I'm going to have to go with just rich systems from now on. And call it macaroni. Yeah, I was just saying that. I can get more at a trading post if I sell to one of the ship captains. Yep, for sure. Wow. And this system too is below the galactic average. Huh. Well, I want more than 87 million units for my... I worked really hard for these. And I'm not going to sell. I'm not going to settle. I'll tell you what I will do is buy some more. See, and I use this my exosuit, and this is probably hugely non-optimized way to do this, but I have been using the high capacity slots in my exosuit inventory to stash all these minerals. Thamium 9, carbon, plutonium, zinc, titanium, and iron. And I can stock up pretty good. And because it's a 48 slot exosuit, I have plenty of room for all my other stuff in the front slots. So, and then that way I can just stock up massively and I don't have to buy but once in a while. I know, right? I could have made a lot more. But I'm really just trying to find a system that consistently gives me a decent price. But I know, I would think selling 5 fusion igniters would be wrecking the market. But if it does go by not the amount of units sold, but the total dollar value, then I can see how that would flood the market. Just only selling one, 18 million units, quite a bit comparatively. But if it only goes by items sold, I don't know that either. Or to what degree does it change? And doesn't it go back? Doesn't it go back to the original market value, whatever it was? After a while, doesn't it build back up? Or that's the impression I was. That was my understanding of it. You're awesome, dude. You make me laugh. Don't chase that rabbit. It goes down a lot of different holes, doesn't it? Okay, I got a blue screen again because I got to take this snapshot. I have a friend of mine. His name is Ox73. I played Elder Scrolls with him. And look at the name of the trade terminal. That is bizarre. I know that's a 0, but it looks like Ox73. This is turning into an interesting stream. Rick, thanks for coming along, keeping me company, man. Sure makes it a lot more interesting for other people to watch when there's some, not just me yammering on, trying to be witty and shit. Let's see what this guy has for upgrades. Anything interesting? I don't have this scatter blaster technologies because I've never actually installed a scatter blaster before. But if I do, it'll be nice to have, terrain manipulators here. Interesting, interesting. Wow. Wow. That. Check out this Explorer. I'm not crazy about the style, but look at the freaking colors on this thing. It's just freaking metallic. That is tight. Wow, I can't get over that. And I'm not broadcasting in anything resembling optimal HD or anything, but just on this screen, that just looks freaking cool. Wow, cool texture, cool color. I'm gonna have to come back here. But it won't be to sell fusion igniters, cheapskates. What system am I in anyway? I can't even remember. Burgeoning Reservoir. That's right. Hmm. Well, hell, what should I try next? Is every system destitute? Wait, I guess I'm going to have to go with a high sell rate with a high supply. But that's what my home system is. It's a high supply system, or it's actually a flourishing system with a ridiculously high sell rate, and I'm still getting bad prices. I mean, that's leading me to believe that it's almost entirely indicative of the economy type, like engineering or fuel production or what have you. Um, Here's a high supply system. I'll try it. I'll keep checking it out until I get a decent price. But you're right. I could have made plenty more with the amount of traveling I'm doing. This will be my last stop. I'll probably just drop them now and go make some more. Dapitude. Where's me space station? Oh, they have a picture of it on the website, the galactic map? You gotta be kidding me. No, I have not. If I'd known it was on the website, I would have looked for it. I was kind of just working and lurking today. And when I could, I checked out some. I read the articles and in the interview. Part of the interview with Sean, but I was so busy, I kept trying to sneak away and go look at it. So I didn't catch everything. I was going to do that tonight, and then I decided no, I want to play. I just want to play the game for a while because we're not going to have this version of No Man's Sky for much longer. And I don't know. I'm a sentimentalist. I want to enjoy this version of it before it goes away as long as I can. But I do want to check out that galactic map, man. Is it cool? I mean, what is it? More interactive? Can you zoom around and see all the civilizations? Is that what you're talking about? Or are you talking about this the one that's accessible from your ship? Or does it show the whole galaxy? Or what's it like? Talk to me, bro. Warp reactor Sigma. Freighter warp reactor Sigma. Cool. Other than that, nothing interesting there. Nothing uncommon. Oh, you gotta be shitting me. When you say all the hubs, like just the main hubs, the federated hubs, like the AGT. I know it shows the Galactic Hub, obviously, and the AGT, I'm sure, and the Amino Hub. But what about like all the smaller ones, like say the Empire of Pirates and Independent Cartels? Did they copy it off of the Pahefu map, or dude, that's going to be a level of freaking hype that's going to bring me over the top if I'm actually on there. I'm not expecting to be. No way. Dude, that's freaking sick. Oh my god. Oh, wow. Now now I got to go look at it. No, I just opened up on my tablet. Wow. That's exciting. I can't lie. That's just freaking exciting. All right, what are these jackasses going to give me for my fusion igniters? Wow. Okay. Okay. Now I got to pray I got mine in on time. You're talking about the recent submissions that shows that when they asked us about the planet type and the addresses and then the civilization, because I got mine in super late. Because I didn't have a Civ logo to send them. It wouldn't let me submit it without a Civ logo. And so I crammed and I asked someone to help me out and they created one for me. It's and and she yeah, holy crap. Holy crap. All right, that's super lame. These guys aren't giving me crap for my igniters either. I'm dumping them. Holy crap, I gotta look at that. Okay, give me a second. Oh, bro, hang out if you can. I gotta take a minute and I gotta go dump my excitement somewhere real quick. That sounds crude. It's really not. Um, yeah. Whoops. Um, yeah, I wanna queue up my tablet real quick, smoke a quick cig, and check out the galactic map because you made me do this, dude. I'll be right back. I'm back. I don't know if you're still here, Rick. I had to pop into the Amino app real quick and invite some buddies because they didn't know I was live streaming. I don't know if they'll show up or not. Everyone's so freaked out and speculating and oh, Daniel Hipley, dude, what up, man? Good to see you, my brother. Thanks for showing up. About the blue screen again, I think, because uh, got to create my pate. All right. Okay, I'm back. My apologies. I didn't see the galactic map yet because I didn't know where to look. I didn't know where to. Um, I didn't have a link or anything like that. I'm not even sure who's hosting it. Is it Hello Games or? No shit. I am happy too. To say happy, I really mean my hype train has completely jumped the tracks at this point, and I'm just doing everything I can just to maintain some semblance of, normalcy. Oh my goodness. Well, okay, let's check the grand total. Empty benches. What's up, Rick?
Hey, what's up?
Not much, brother. Not
So what'd you
much.
think?
I haven't had a chance to look at it. I don't know where the link is
Oh,
or where
okay.
to find it. I kind of looked around a little bit, and then I got taken up too much time, and I don't want to leave you hanging.
It's Galactic Atlas No Man's Sky.com.
All right. Galactic Atlas, No Man's Sky. That's right, Galactic Atlas. That's what I was reading about that.
Holy crap. There's 24 people streaming No Man's Sky right now. There hasn't been this many since the start of this thing, man.
Is that crazy or what?
It is.
Oh my god!
Uh,
Apparently, there's a
well,
book called Galactic Atlas. I guess I better punch in No Man's Sky as well.
yeah, yeah, that'd help.
Oh my gosh! There we go. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there. Oh, dude, that's beautiful. Okay, find my location. Oh, what?
Isn't that sick?
Dude. Oh my god, oh, you can punch in the freaking glyphs. You don't need chords or anything.
Yeah.
Oh
Isn't that
my
sick?
god. Alright. Alright, I gotta go. I gotta go to my home screen and get my glyphs. Alright. Jesus, man. I'm trying not to be a fanboy here. I'm seriously not. It's not. it's, it's not going to work for me. All right. Who's here? Who's here? Whoa, right on Panda Man. Pandemonium. Let the pandemonium ensue. How's he doing? Yeah, yeah. Jeez, how can you not be? How can you maintain any semblance of normalcy here? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, here we go. All right. Do. Let's get back here. All right, I got the glyphs. I got. Why am I blue screened? Oh, because I stayed here too long. Sorry about that, guys.
Oh yeah, there'd definitely be a patch, I would think, Panda.
Oh, at least one, right?
Yeah, the first day, yeah, there always is.
Mm-hmm. Got
Probably
iron.
another one before the week's out.
Got iron the bugs out, man.
Yep.
That's a good thing.
There's gonna be a million screaming Chinese on this thing on the first day, so we gotta fix something.
Right? Yeah. Ah, shit. I got a blue screen out again here real quick. Unfortunately. It won't be long. All right. Bird. Sunset. The what? Oh yeah. Yeah, I seen that. I'm 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 shaking. I hope I didn't get all the glyphs wrong. Oh, dude. Oh no, it worked. Holy crap! It went right to it. Went right to it. But it doesn't show my sieve. Does it show sieves on there? Am I in the? Are there tabs or anything or? Oh wow. Okay. So I click this little back button and it shows points of interest, region, planet, your location. What the? Oh no. All right, my tablet's been doing this weird ass reboot right in the middle of doing stuff, which it just decided to do. That sucks. And at the same time, my tablet just died. Of course. Yeah, don't rain, but it pours, right? That's all right. I got all the proper chords ready to rock and roll.
It has a link to your Gamepedia, Panda said. Oh,
What, FDI? But what about Epic? That's what I'm concerned about. Because, like I said, I didn't get my Pirate Civ downloaded until like
oh,
the last minute. And will it show up as long as the submission forms were still up and running? Or
If it doesn't, I bet it does later because they're just going to keep updating this,
oh
right?
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, don't. I mean, so
I'm ready to go into panic mode if I'm not in there.
yeah, I bet you are. Just yeah, take a chill and it'll be
Oh
there.
yeah, it's just that easy. You just take a drill pill, right? And all the hype goes away.
Right, right.
All right, I'll take a
Uh,
deep breath. How about if I take a deep breath and
yeah.
all right. All right. I'll get my tablet back up here real quick and then I'll get moving along in my stream here. All right on, right on, right on. All right. We
Just
back? Am
them
I back?
saying that they're going to communicate with us every week and update at weekly. What?
I know,
That's,
I know. Are you kidding me? Ah, oh, sweet man. This game just jumped light years ahead of any other game I've ever played.
oh,
And I've played some good damn games. I'll tell you what. I got some personal
yeah.
favorites, um, and I still enjoy them. But man, I can't see taking time out from this game anytime in the next year or so to play any other game.
Well, I kind of already pre-ordered my Red Dead, so I think I've got to take a minute just for that. But
Oh, Red
uh,
Dead Redemption.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that's a pretty good game too. I mean, the original one
yeah.
was pretty solid. I never finished it, uh, but yeah, that was a solid game too. Uh, and if and when Fallout comes, that might be a
Yep, 76. Yeah, definitely.
yeah good night of living. I tell you what, that's a that's probably my favorite non MMO game. Those whole series of
The
games.
whole
Fallout.
genre. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, got some bad ships coming at me. I'm gonna have to take these bitches out.
Well, if you wouldn't carry $2 billion worth of scrap metal with you all the time, they wouldn't be looking at you like that. I mean,
Why do you think I do though?
that's right.
I like to fight.
Yeah.
I'm not good at it, but I do enjoy the hell out of it. As you can see. I'm gonna die. These sentinels are no help whatsoever.
And they just show up. They don't really do a lot of help.
Well, they help in getting in the way. That's about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Just another target on the screen.
Right? Oh, I got some Herox. Right on. That's another fusion igniter the way I see it. Mo money. Mo money. Got to
Yeah.
get that cash.
It's like I told that officer, I was shooting that rabbit and that deer jumped right in front of me. I have no intentions of shooting it, man.
Did he buy it?
Nah, not at all.
No. So not a stupid
Yeah.
cop then.
Well, it says, do you normally hunt rabbits with a 30-06? No. But
But you got to use the tools that are at your disposal when the time
that's
comes.
right. I had extra ammo. I just wanted to use it up, This old box.
How am I doing fighting these star bad guys in my C-class Explorer?
You're doing all right.
I'm gonna die here now as soon as I said that, right?
Oh, well, you got 2 shields left, it looks like. Yeah. Yeah, when they hammer you with that laser, though,
Oh, yeah. They mean it.
yep.
I'm just gonna have to hope I don't hit a sentinel and draw their friggin' aggro. Yeah, I only played one other game in my lifetime that's captured this level of my attention. I played it for 7 damn years. And that was EverQuest.
Oh,
I don't know if you ever heard of that. It was a precursor to it was the first massively multiplayer online game. Um, Before World of Warcraft, it was sort of the precursor to that.
well,
Fantasy, you know,
yeah.
RPG type of thing.
Skyrim probably the only thing that ever held my attention like this. Really.
I like Skyrim too. That was a really solid game, and I played Elder Scrolls Online for a while too. But I thought I was really going to enjoy that more than I did. Oh, I bit it.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
That's all right. That's why I fight and I don't use my exotic because it's just too easy. You know,
Oh,
I like to make things interesting.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I enjoy the
Part
fight.
of the game.
Yeah,
Yep.
I mean, I kill him in about 3 seconds in my exotic, and it's just not a challenge at all. You know, I don't mind taking a C-class explorer and mopping the floor with, you know, 5 3-star pirates, but all right, where the hell's my grave? It's usually behind the space station. Not this time, evidently. There we go. Oh well, I got to repair something, but that was a hell of a fight.
Yeah. Yeah. You'd have done okay if you wouldn't hit that one sentinel.
Yeah, I got their aggro. That was the end of it. Oh shit, I got 5 Heroxes out of the deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I like to fight so much, is because that's the main component in the fusion igniters.
Yep.
And I don't like having to. That's one less thing I have to craft, that and Lemium. So that's why I go with the fusion igniters instead of the stasis devices. It's slightly easier to get all the components, if you're willing to fight for them, that is.
Right.
Let's see. Why the hell am I on the space station again? I don't know why I did that. What did I lose? Oh, my shield. Oh, it's not too bad. I just need a couple carite sheets. We're back in business. Provided I have iron.
Yeah.
And guess what? Are you
Of
kidding
course
me?
not.
Are you kidding
No.
me?
No.
Jeez, almighty God.
Luckily, everybody carries it though. You can buy all you want, or just go out and mine some. I mean,
I don't know if I can afford it. I'm down to my last
yeah. Oh,
3.8 billion.
right, right. Yeah, yeah. I'm sure they've jacked the price of iron up right here just because you're here.
Yeah, yeah. That's just my luck. Well,
Maybe you can trade a fusion igniter for one or
yeah,
something.
a couple of units.
Yeah.
All right. So where are you at in the game, man? What's your never really asked you that before. Where are you? What hub are you part of?
I'm actually not in. I'm only have one save, and I'm not in any hub. I'm on the edge of the amino hub, though. I'm right above it.
Oh, cool.
Um,
So you're within
yeah.
striking distance if you ever want to meet up.
Yep. Yep. I'm right there.
Right on. You're more of a solo
I'm more of an
experience.
explorer. I collect lore. I basically
Oh, that's right.
I
Yeah.
looked for every piece of lore where I could find. I searched. Most of the lore I found was on the edge of the hub, on the edge of the whole galaxy. I found more lore on the edge than I have anywhere.
That's bizarre, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I mean, if you
Kind of.
follow the lore, it's not though. Um,
I started to for a while. I was really getting into it, and then I just got more into the mechanics of the game. And as I started socializing more with other players. I guess I just sort of dropped off on it, but it's still really interesting to me. You know, especially the
Yeah.
Viking thing with the Nal and
Herc.
and Herc. Yeah,
Yeah.
like that had me super interested. And then the first spawn and all that, and the Korvax and how that all rolled out. So I know a little bit, but I'm certainly no expert on it.
See, that whole thing with Herc and Null was, they destroyed a friendship between, actually the Atlas did, and the Korvax were the ones that destroyed the friendship between Herc and Null.
Oh, the Korvax got involved in it.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, I was wondering what that whole thing was about. So I know he stabbed him with a dagger or something like that, killed him.
Yeah, yeah.
Thanks.
But
I
see, they
know.
whispered, they whispered something into Null's ear, and Herc never heard it. He had no clue what they were, he didn't know that they even were talking to Null.
Ah,
Yeah.
those sneaky bastards.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, the Atlas plays dirty. It can. Because what that did was it allowed the Sentinels to expand their territory. Um,
All over the universe.
right, right. Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah.
So, are you able to sort of tell what direction everything is going by what's going on in the past? You know, as per knowing
Yeah,
the past
kinda. I
helps you
mean,
helps you to figure out what the future is.
yep. Yeah.
So, what
I
do you?
mean, I'd like to see the ancients come back. The ones that built everything. Um, that's
Yeah,
what I'd like to see, but I
because
don't know if we will.
there's not much lore about the ancients, is there, other than sort of vague references to them? Or
Yeah, being from Earth and, Earthlings and humans and, because we're the ones that built the Atlas and then it got corrupted because we left it and it got lonely and that's how the travelers came about, the whole, it was trying to find a companion and it wanted to create life and, I mean, it's really messed up.
I got to get into that more. Do you have like it logged out like sort of in a like a timeline or anything like that?
I have almost 300 screenshots of everything I've saved.
Uh, okay, screenshots, but have you like written anything up or anything like personal like notes or anything like
Nah,
that?
not really, not yet. I mean,
You should, man. You should. That'd be a hell of a
yeah,
good read.
yeah,
Like seriously, that'd be almost like a what do they call them? Graphic novels or something. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Dude, that would be badass. I'd put that all over the place. I'd totally hype that up. Seriously, because I don't think anyone's come close to doing that. Anything like that. I don't know, but I haven't
Well, I'm
seen
sure
anything.
there's other people that look for the lore, but I basically spent from the beginning of the game. I still have not found the red giant with the three. In the beginning, that's what we all searched for, was the red giant with the 3 moons and 3 planets.
Right.
And you only find it on Gek, obviously the Gekker, that's Balaron. But I don't know. What the Korvax did to the Gek, I guess is kind of payback for what they did. So
Holy crap! Are you seeing this?
yeah,
I've not seen this before. I haven't even used the
huh.
door that needs an Atlas pass in months. I just decided to do that for us.
Well, see that right there is because you're on a Gek system. You'll see that on the planet too. That's the red giant with the 3 planets and 3 moons. This has been in since vanilla. That picture right there, that has the.
Oh, it's still. I'm not talking about the trade terminal.
No, I know. They're talking about the.
Oh, am I locked up? Do I need to refresh YouTube? I got my tablet running the monitor. So okay. So now it was locked up on when my tablet went down. So I just refreshed it. Okay. So you're seeing what I'm seeing now.
Yeah.
I have not seen this.
Oh. Yeah, you'll see it on Gek planets too. I mean, because you're in a Gek system, you go down and find a. I don't know if it's a depot, I think, where you'll find it in one of the extra rooms sometimes.
Maybe I did do this. It was maybe so long ago that
Yeah,
it's ringing a bell here, but it's my memory isn't
yeah.
what it used to be. I'll tell you that. Too many years of abuse.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. All right. Well, that was a neat little. I like the look of this place. I like the holographic stuff. That's
Yeah.
tight. Wow.
See, the Korvacs sacrificed themselves so that they would put the nanites in the wading pools of the Gek because they knew that that would change them forever, and they would quit becoming a warrior race, you know, and become more of a trader. They were the ones that actually imprinted their DNA into the Gek. I mean, they're not really Gek like they used to be, you know,
Yeah, but how
anymore.
how does a machine have a DNA though? I mean,
Well,
I guess they're more of a
seems
more what do they call a
synthetic. Yeah, they're synthetic. I mean,
yeah,
not a.
not a true type machine type.
Yeah, yeah.
I get it.
But I mean, you think about how can you put nanites in humans today, and you can. Nanotechnology is very real,
Oh
you
yeah.
know.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they can put little baby robots in you, and they run around and fix you or kill you, depending on what they want them to do. But that's what I mean, though. I mean, that's something that the Korvacs actually had planned was, you know, they sacrificed themselves because the Gek just melted them down for parts, man. Melted them down for their you know, what was in them. It's like a human taking a phone and tearing it apart to get the gold and the rare earth elements out of it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was just a thing to them.
Crazy.
It is
Interesting.
crazy. It's like I said, the lore is insane. I mean, if you just got to dig a lot, yeah, you really do. But
Were you here earlier in that when I was on my planet? I don't remember at my base.
yeah,
Oh, you
I
saw my
I
base.
came in right after you started, I think. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
and you were giving shout outs to Sam and Hidden and
Oh,
um, Panda and all them. That's when I
yeah.
came in. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I get kind of lost in what I'm doing, and I'm not paying attention to anything because I look up like when I first start and I see 00, for a long, long time, and I just get used to talking to myself, blah 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 blah, start chattering my ass off, and when I look up and see somebody there. It's a rare occasion. So
Well,
very
I haven't
cool.
seen you stream a lot though. I mean,
I
not
haven't.
lately.
No, I haven't in like a month because first of all, I'm not
Yeah.
good at it, and second of all, I go back and watch them again, and I think, and I go to myself, I go, all right, so what you got to do is you got to get, better equipment and speak better and don't mumble and murmur and say stupid shit. Because I watch my old videos and that seems to be all I'm doing, and then nothing's going on for like 10 minutes, and I'm watching this and I'm going, well, no wonder I don't
You
have a
know
whole
who the
lot of
worst critic is, though, right?
myself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
obviously. I mean,
So I got to the point where I was just too intimidated, really, and I watch other people's streams and stuff, and I'm like, yeah. Um, but
they're
then
so good. Why are they so good at it? Yeah, yeah.
no, I'm gonna go watch their stream. I'm not gonna stream. I get a
No,
lot of enjoyment out of that, but at the same time, I'm never gonna get any better if I don't give it more
no.
practice and work at it a little bit. And,
Yeah.
you know,
I quit streaming No Man's Sky. I started doing KCD. I really love that game too. Um,
KCD.
because, yeah, Kingdom Come Deliverance. It's a realistic sword fighting game based on what really happened in Hungary and Romania and Croatia and back in early 1400s.
Oh, really?
Um, yeah,
That
yeah.
I've never heard of it.
Well, a lot of people haven't. I mean, it's from a little tiny studio that's actually in Yugoslavia, which back then there was no Yugoslavia.
Right.
Um, but that's where the company's actually based out of. They're called Warhorse Studios. Um, but the game is probably the most realistic game I've ever seen. I mean, you hit somebody with a sword, it leaves a dent in their armor.
Oh,
Um,
really?
yeah, I mean, if
That's
you hit
cool.
them and they aren't wearing armor, that you cuts their clothing. They get bloody. People, you
Is it
walk into town and people see that and they frown on you. It's yeah, it's just insane. Everything in the game matters. Every single thing is you
makes a
know.
difference, huh? Impacts your universe. Uh,
Yep, yep.
is it an MMO or?
Yeah, it's not. They haven't got the PvP yet. But they're talking about it coming. They just added a DLC that where you can build a town. Well, actually rebuild a town. And all these places that are in the game actually exist or existed.
Hmm.
That's what I'm saying. It's probably the most realistic thing I've ever seen. All this stuff really happened.
Hey, what do you
You
think of
know,
this fighter right here?
I like that. I like that style.
Do you?
Um,
The
yeah,
needle
I
nose
like the.
or the curved wing?
No, I like the. Well, I actually like the circle part. The pointy. I have a pointy one. And I'm not. It sticks out a little too far for me anymore. But I definitely like the circle part. The
Yeah, yeah. I found a Rasa. I got a Rasa Mama with that circle on there too.
yeah. See, that's what I like. That short snub nose of the
Hmm.
old Rasa Mama, man. Because they're
Yeah,
so maneuverable. Oh,
yeah, they are. I don't know that they're not really heavy fighters though, are they? I mean, you can't
no, no,
max
no.
them out to be real effective, which is too bad. I kind of wish you could. I wish you could kind of pick your own model, you know. But then
Yeah,
why would you ever pick anything less than the max? You know.
right.
I guess
Yeah,
there's a
'cause
reason for that.
that's what my little 48 slaughter is it's a little baby. Um, but I mean, it's a good little fighter if it was, you weren't going up against S classes. But
Yeah.
back in the day, there was no S class or A class or B class. It was all C class, man. There was no
Yeah.
upgrades. Yeah,
Yeah. Huh. Yep. I have a lot of nostalgia for the beginnings of this game.
yep,
Uh, I just do. I might be the only one who. Nah, I'm sure not the only one, but I am one who is going to be. I'll be missing the old playstyle and everything that I went through, especially for after Atlas Rises, and because that's when I kind of my eyes were sort of opened up to the rest of the community and Reddit, um,
right.
and the Amino. Here shortly after Reddit, I discovered the Amino Hub and the Amino app, and that opened up just like more avenues of communication and social, the social aspect of it that
Yeah,
just opened up the game for me because I did like the solo experience, the loneliness of space, and that served its purpose at the time. It was awesome, just absolutely
right.
awesome. Nothing like it in the world, but it does get lonely after a while, and but so
Yeah,
you want to share your experiences and your thoughts and ask questions from someone who knows something that maybe been a little farther along the trail than you, and that it's like opened up, like added a whole new dimension to it. That I
well, do
enjoy
you
it.
remember in the beginning racing to the center? Do you remember that? It was like a
Yeah.
race to get there. I
Yep.
mean,
Yep.
and then we all got there, and it was like, now what?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Wait,
No,
I
wait.
got to the core, and I actually started building a civilization like right near the core, um, and started doing that. But because I wanted to jump if I wanted to, if there was a reason to. But I got there and I went,
Yeah.
nah, I can't pull the trigger on it. I just can't. I gotta stay here. I can always go, but I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to come back. I knew I couldn't at
Right.
the time. There was no coming back, but I strongly suspected that that's what those circular giant portals are on the dead worlds or the exotic worlds. Uh, and I just had a feeling, and I don't know if there's been any uh, confirmation about that about what those are for, because I haven't seen anything about that yet. But I strongly suspect those are going to be for intergalactic travel. Uh, so I figured there would be a way to get back if I wanted to, but I knew I couldn't right then. And like I said, I knew I could go forward, but I knew I couldn't go backwards. So I just stayed there for a long time, and eventually I backed away from the core just a little bit. No, I'm about 160,000 miles from the core now. My Civ is where I finally settled down.
Oh,
Yeah, so I'm close to the core. I could get there in a couple hops if I wanted to, but yeah, I remember those early days. That was the big deal, wasn't it?
it
Get there,
was.
see what happens, and then
Yeah.
then I heard from enough players that nothing happened. I
Well,
started over.
no, you started over. You crashed. Everything was broke. Your gun,
Yeah,
your ship,
and that
everything.
just that just depressed the hell out of me,
What?
honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a big letdown. Um, why am I at the terminal? See, this is I get talking, and then and then I lose my mind. All right, that's why I need a co-host, man. Seriously.
Yeah, yeah. Well, ain't nothing to look at yet. So you've got 3 more days, man, and we can start looking at something amazing out there.
I know, I know. 3 days, man. Really? 3 days. That's it. And yet,
Yeah.
and yet, it seems so far away.
Oh, and it will. It'll be like counting minutes. It'll be like hours, man. It'll be, yeah. We're getting insane, right?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And of course, I have to work on Tuesday, and I'm hoping I can set my PlayStation up to automatically download this thing.
Huh.
Yeah, is that a thing? Can you do that? I've never done it before.
Yeah, yeah, you can.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
That makes me feel better. You're just like a
Yep.
plethora of information.
Yeah. Well, I've been working extra shifts just so that I can take off that whole week.
Really?
So,
Nice.
yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
Nice. Well, I'm salary. I could take the day off, um, but my daughter's getting married in Washington State, and I'm in New York right now. So
Ooh.
I've got to fly out at the end of August and take 2 full weeks away from a shop that probably can afford to lose me now, but I'm a production manager for a screen print company.
Oh, oh, cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I love it. But I'm trying to get these guys trained up to where I don't have to physically be there 24/7 and hold them by the hand, and we're making a lot of progress in
Right.
that. So I'm actually able to take 2 weeks off this summer, but it's got to go. It's got to go. I got to go be there for my daughter, of course. You know,
Yeah.
so that's limited to any extra time that I may have. I could take the time regardless, but I don't feel right doing it.
Right. Yeah. No. And you're only gonna be late by a day, right? So, I mean, what's the, you know?
Well, yeah, but
I know. What's a
geez,
day? What's a day? Everybody
that's
else got to start it and
I
play it
know.
without me, man.
This cannot be.
I know. Yeah.
Something I might develop a cough or something around 9:30 in the morning and just decide I can't take it anymore and I got to get home and get in bed.
Yeah. Right.
And while
Right.
I'm there, I may as well
Have
play
the
a little
wife
No
call
Man's
in
Sky.
sick for you. Yeah. Right. Sure. He can't move. He's
Yeah, the hype train ran right over me and
yeah.
broken all my arms and legs.
Mm.
Got totally railroaded. I think I have carbon here in my station. Yeah, that's one thing about trade terminals that beats the space station terminals.
Yeah.
The ones in your home actually have thamium-9 and carbon. All the staples. Tell you what, the first time I bought a stack of thamium-9, I won't tell you what happened, but it was very exciting. I didn't have to grind
Yeah.
for it. Holy
Right.
crap. I'm glad that day is over. Alright, I got a stack of carbon, so that was stopping me from making more enriched carbon. And, alright, should be able to make a few more igniters. Really, what I ought to be doing is collecting more gas. It's such a grind too.
See, I just go to trading. I was just going to trading post and buying it. I quit farming it. It was so much easier to just go buy it uh, at a trading post.
Hmm. Well,
Yeah.
unless you have enough,
The-
you know, I don't know. To me, that's just almost as much of a grind as just going and collecting it, except for there's less standing around waiting because not everybody sells it. So
no, you're right. Only a
it's,
few ships would sell it. Yeah.
hmm
Yeah.
and so yeah, it's a score when you do find it, but it's a lot of standing around waiting. So, and I do a lot of that when I do my ship hunting. As I don't know if you know this, I'm a total ship guy. If you've ever seen my catalogs that I'm putting together, I got over
Yeah.
35 systems with all the ships in each system logged, even the shuttles. Um, so I spend a lot of, long story short, I spend a lot of time at trade stations, and it can get more than a little tedious after a while. But uh,
Right.
but it doesn't stop me because I got to find all those ships. You know,
Yeah.
gotta find them. I gotta find that squid. That's what it is.
That all the perfect squid. Yeah.
Any squid. I've never seen one.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I know where to find them. I can go buy one. I can go to somebody who's already discovered one. But my big goal is to find one in epic space. You know, um,
Right.
I want to I want to discover my own and make that be a big draw to bring people to my Civ.
Right.
And I haven't done it yet. 1,400 hours of gameplay. Haven't seen a squid. I'm
Wow.
starting to become discouraged. Have you seen one?
Yeah. I had
Probably
one
lots.
land at my. Yeah, I had one land at my base actually.
You kidding me?
Yeah, I
Jeez,
did.
that's
I got
awesome.
lucky. I did.
That's totally awesome, though.
And it wasn't very long after I'd built it either. I put down a platform. It's like, wow, this is cool. And I'm not gonna, because I've lived so far away from the portal. It was because I'm on a water planet, and I was on a water planet, and then it was so far away from anybody. It was like a mile for or an hour just to get there with a, um,
Exocraft?
yeah, an extra craft across the water.
Hmm.
So it was insane because I live on a little island. I mean, like, oh my goodness. I just figured nobody will ever come visit me. And then this squid ship lands. Is like, I was like overjoyed, man. I was like, you gotta be kidding me.
Oh yeah. I don't know what I would
Yeah,
do. I don't know what I would do if that actually happened. Well, it won't
yeah,
happen to me because I already know what exotic is on my base. It's a nice exotic, one of the nicest I've seen, but it's not a squid.
yeah.
Yeah.
So when Atlas first came out, I found a crashed S-class, the one with the big wings that stand up in the air.
Yeah.
I found it crashed, and I was like, this is sick, man. So I put down a beacon, marked it, went up and got my crap ship that I wanted to trade, and went back down and left my little one and took the good one,
Hmm.
took the S class. Well, I left that beacon and I told some people about it, and then I got back there again.
You're
So I was
kidding me.
like, you got no, it was. So I had other people come and pick up the same ship.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
But
cool. Isn't it nice
on
when
a
you can hook somebody up like that?
oh yeah,
That's
yeah,
a good feeling.
yeah,
I'm trying to
yeah. I
find.
mean, because you could only leave a comm ball, one comm ball per planet, which didn't make much sense to me because that was how I was marking, where I would leave it for people to see it, where like I would find S-class rifles and stuff like that, and um, I'd leave them on a planet and then tell everybody where it was and mark it, and obviously put it in the like not Discord, but in the galactic trading communities and stuff,
Hmm.
and then people would come and find it. But you
Right.
can only do one, so I'd have to pick between the ship, an S-class ship I would find, or a nice S-class rifle. I mean, so I hope they change that. You know,
Yeah. It's really hard to find a decent multi-tool, isn't it?
yeah, it is. Yeah,
It's too hard,
when
I
you
think.
do, you're overjoyed. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean it's. I mean I'm not saying it needs to be an alien or an experimental. Are those the only two S class?
No,
No.
no,
Okay, so yeah, you can still make those really rare find and still make it really cool, without
yeah,
totally curtailing. Relegating you to the bottom of the barrel until you can find one of those.
right.
I think they could do a better job with that, and I'm sure they probably will.
I'm sure it is. Yeah.
Because I've wanted to
I mean, if
to
they're going to give freighters to everybody from the beginning, that's a freebie. Then, yeah. Uh, and I think that just levels the playing field for new people. Really, you know.
hmm Yeah, yeah, and I'm all about that. You know,
Me
uh,
too.
I
Me too.
I
Yeah.
want to see the people who grandfathered everything and started all the stuff and sort of pioneered a lot of stuff. I want to see that recognized and get some sort of reward out of it. But it is really pretty lopsided, honestly. Uh,
Yeah. But it will
just
always be that way. You got a guy that starts a month from now, or a guy that starts 2 months from now, or 3 months from now. He's going to be at the same spot that everybody else is right now, zero. You know. So you're always going to have people that are going to come into the game. They're going to have nothing. So it wouldn't be fair. I mean, I'm glad he's not taking away everything from everybody.
hmm
And you know what I mean? All your
Yeah, yeah,
saves, all your money. You know,
right.
there's some of us have worked our 2 years to build up what we have.
Well, yeah, and that's just in game. When you get talking about Gamepedia wikis and I mean, any wikis or any sort of third-party tools, that people have
Yeah,
spent a lot of time developing, like the Pilgrim Star Path and the
right,
Galactic
right.
Map,
That's
and man, and to see that just be turned into nothing, ooh, that's
right.
going to leave a pretty bitter taste in my mouth. Although
Yeah,
I gotta say, I'm excited about the in-game wiki. That's
yeah,
am I hearing that right? Yeah. Um,
right.
sort of a universal where everyone's sort of in the same spot and it's not so divided. I like that it's divided on one hand, and I like how it is now. So I don't want to see like that aspect go away. On the other hand, sort of a universal wiki and all that stuff, it would be pretty cool too.
Right.
Um, so it's mixed emotions. I guess it just remains to be seen how it plays out before I get to one way or the other on it.
Yeah. I'm up to 130, 131 or 132 planets I've discovered all the creatures on. And that took
I,
me a long time
oh yeah,
to
I have
to get to that many
three.
planets, you know.
I have three
Yeah.
and 114.
No.
Now I haven't gone after it. Well, I haven't really gone after it, but I don't. Yeah, I don't
Oh,
even have.
okay.
I
Yeah.
haven't even finished the trophies. It
Okay.
was too hard to find them last one or two that
Yeah.
it just drove me crazy.
I,
And I went, I don't have the dedication to continue or the
yeah.
patience.
Right. Well, I'm down there looking for more, so I might as well scan for some other stuff too, you know. So that's how I got involved in taking all the, collecting all the animals. I mean, it was like, while I'm
hmm
here, I might as well do something while I'm here, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
it got to be a thing of its own. Well, it's like, come on. I don't know how many planets I've walked away from only missing one. Probably that many, probably 130. I was like, oh, you gotta be
Yeah,
kidding
oh
me.
yeah, all of mine, and then eventually I just stopped scanning fauna at all because I didn't have. I just got the fauna,
Theta?
the theta. Yeah, just today,
Yeah.
just while we were talking, I went, I found it and bought it.
Yeah,
I
I've
was like,
seen
holy
that.
crap, that was like.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
it's turned out to be a pretty good day. So I wasn't making a lot of money scanning anything, anyways. So it was just like,
Right.
I don't need another trophy that bad. I want to go
Yeah.
shoot something.
Well, see, and that's something I see that we're going to be able to do though, is in the boards we're going to have. You're going to be able to go out and scan and get something for that. Scan animals. You know what I mean? They said that's going to be something. In your ship where you can all take turns or you can all go out and collect.
Yeah, yeah, and
Different
the
things.
the
So
the onboard freighter missions that you can get now.
yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's exciting. That's a
That.
exciting concept. I'm anxious
Yeah.
to see. I'm just so freaking blown away. you know, all the just the volume of upgrades that they're doing.
I know.
Like any one or two of those hadn't, sort of tipped their hand to what was going on. They didn't talk too much about it, and they obviously they didn't do that. Uh, but I was going to be happy with whatever they did. Even if they just overhauled the UI for crying out loud.
Yeah. Yep.
But there's so many things
Kurt,
that I would have been happy with any one or two of those things. But just looking at the scope of all the things they've done and to the extent that they did them, I was like, wow, well, that is
yeah.
truly impressive.
Curtains and carpet, I'd have been happy, and they give me a brand new house. I'm fine now. I'm
Yeah, exactly.
just
That's
like
well said. Hey, so here's a view.
refurnished.
Here's a view of my base
Oh yeah.
from up above. Uh, as you can see, it's not in creative mode, but as I'm a pirate, I sort of tried to do the skull and crossbones here.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
It looks pretty cool at night.
Yeah.
I
All lit
got
up, I'll bet.
I got a little bit
Yeah.
of work to do, some ideas that I want to do, but I'm already capped right now at the
Yeah.
build limit. So, but I thought
Yeah,
that
but
was kind
think
of
now
cool.
you're going to be able to build underwater. You're going to build into caves and oh, dude. Oh. You're going to
Well,
have
that
more than one base. This will be one. This will be just one of your bases. This is
here's another
how many
thing I
more
hope they
bases?
fix. Here's another thing I hope they fix. The the reach of these stupid landing pads.
Yeah,
I'm halfway across my base.
and it grabs you.
I'm
Yeah.
turbo diving to the ground so that it doesn't grab
Yep.
me, and it does it anyway.
Yep.
And I just fell through the world. Yay! Look at that, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that's always nice, isn't it?
Hmm. Not so
At
much.
least you can go back to your last save and then it'll save you. But
Yeah. Reload current.
yep.
Well, I think that's about gonna do it for me as far as
Yeah.
streaming.
Yeah, I think some of them guys are on. That's why nobody else is stopping in. I see that. There's like there's 28 guys streaming No Man's Sky. Holy crap! It's yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It
It's
hasn't
crazy.
been like this since the beginning, but that's okay. That's good. That's good for the community because we have a great community, man.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. We support each
No.
other. And if I
Yep.
wasn't doing this, I just wanted to do another stream and sort of add to because I started doing the theme of getting maxed out units.
Yeah.
I didn't want to leave that undone. I'm probably not going to get there
Right.
now, but it's fun trying. And a
Yeah.
little more practice on my stream. And man, I can't thank you enough for stopping by. You really made my night.
Hey, no problem, man.
Just
No
sitting
problem.
here
My pleasure, man.
shooting the breeze.
Yeah,
And
if you
that,
ever want to check out that KCD, check out one of my last streams. I did a couple of them, but check out my last one. It was on rebuilding Pribyslavitz. You might like it. I mean, it's kind of like I said, it's a really realistic game. It's kind of cool.
yeah, yeah, I
Yeah,
will, man. I will. As it, now I'm getting to the point where I've got a little bit more time. Uh, I'm able to maybe manage my time better, I guess maybe. Um, I had
yeah.
a lot going on at home and at work here recently, so pretty
Oh
much
yeah.
all my time has been like building this civilization with Panda and Lily Hop,
Yep.
and that's been a ball. It's been a lot of work, but it's just been so much fun hanging out with those guys and
Yeah,
just
Panda is awesome, man.
he
Yeah.
really is, man. He's a solid guy, and I don't know if you know Lily Hop very well or.
No, I don't. I
Oh,
wish I did, but yeah.
she's a mover and a shaker. And
Really?
just
Cool.
yeah, and she's she's a peacemaker. All this role play stuff going on and base overriding and stuff, and she's gone in there
Yeah.
and she's sort of an intelligence officer if you want to say it CIA. She
Wow.
seems to know everybody and be connected with everybody. But
That's cool.
all she ever does is bring people together and you know and just she's just awesome. So to be hooked up with Panda
Yeah.
and her and just like they let me into their company and they want to help. They want me to help build something with them. That's an honor for me. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, really good company. And if you get a chance, man, you know, uh,
Does she have a website? Does she have a her own YouTube channel, or does she have a
We were
PlayStation
we
Network?
were we
Oh,
were just talking about that. I don't think she does.
okay.
I know she doesn't YouTube, although she's been looking into that. She's really prolific with doing like all sorts of multimedia stuff, social media,
Okay.
Twitter, Amino, Reddit. I mean, she's everywhere.
Oh, wow. Wow.
And
Okay.
yeah, I don't know if you do the Amino app or not.
Yeah, I have the Amino app. Yeah.
Um, okay,
Yep.
what's your username on there?
Same thing. Empty benches. Yep.
Okay. So I'd love to get you in the chat, man. You'll meet her there for sure, and she's worth meeting for sure.
Yeah.
And she was talking about starting a live stream at some point and getting into doing that. She'd be hella good at it. So
Yeah.
maybe you could give her some tips on that. And I'd like to pick your brain myself regarding that at some point. Panda's really good at it too. I haven't really like started digging into doing good at YouTube or streaming or anything like that. I just kind of figured out the basics on what to do and just sort of been just working on that. But eventually, I'd like to put on a good show at some point and add some
Yeah.
bells
Yeah.
and whistles and stuff. But it's going to have to be a overtime thing, because
Right. Right.
I got too many
Yep.
irons in the fire already. But yeah, man, I'll look you up on Amino and send you an invite to the channel and look forward to seeing you there, brother.
Yeah. Definitely. Definitely. You have a good night, though. Take care.
Hey, you do the same, man. Thanks again for stopping by. I appreciate you.